What's going on, you guys? We are back with another episode of the JOWP podcast. And I'm joined with the usual suspects, Devin and Gabe.
Hello? I can see you.
I can see you.
I can see him.
I can see him.
Hey, you can see me.
You can see everybody. So we actually got cameras. Pretty jank setup. Editor, throw up the jank setup.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're trying something new. We think it's about time that we start putting cameras out there.
Yeah.
And let us know if you like the camera a little more than just a blank screen with occasional pop-ups.
Yeah, it's been our whole setup has always been jank, to be honest. You've heard about it every now and then in episodes. You've heard us reference the setup being bad. You've seen the infamous scene where Water he pulled a minion and like destroyed the whole setup one time. And then Tyler did the same thing, I think, in Xenon episode.
I feel like we've all kicked it at least once.
Everyone's messed up the setup somehow. It's always been a messed up setup, but you don't even want to see how these cameras are set up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we take a picture and then show them. It's pretty. Y'all are gonna laugh. I remember when we walked in because we had to go buy because the computer we record on only has one USB port, so we had to buy a splitter that has 4 USB ports. And Devin met us here, and he walked in, and he saw the setup. Like, bro, what is this?
Yeah, I'm like, dog, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, the way it's set up, you can kind of like not really see Devin too well because of the mic, but like our audio situation is still beginner. It's a part of the jank setup is our audio isn't the best. Maybe if we can get like a cloud lifter,
but it will
Devin's
develop
mic.
the more we go along.
Yeah, true.
But like I said, let us know in the comments if you actually do enjoy the camera and if you like the person to face-to-face type thing.
Yeah. You guys can't tell, but when Tyler looks this way, he's looking at me.
Oh yeah. So frame of reference.
Gabe that way?
This is camera
no,
1.
I'm here.
But like
okay. So this is camera 1, and then we have camera 2.
It's pointed on me
which is
when I
pointed
can
at
switch
him.
it. Yeah,
but
like
I'm pointing at him right now, and then he can point at me and Devin, so you can see like his frame of
So
reference.
if I point at Gabe right now, what does the camera see?
Right now it's on his cam, right?
I mean, I think based on where you're pointing, they know where I'm sitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not reversed or anything. Like, it looks like how it is. The setup is fine.
It's pretty
like Tyler, point at me. Yeah, like it.
Oh,
so it's like the camera's to my left and then Gabe's to my right.
Yeah, it's just because Tyler was looking at me when he was talking, and I was like,
yeah, because we're not used to having the camera there. So when we talk to each other, I'm talking to like them two. I'm not used to talking to the camera. I mean, we don't have to necessarily look at the camera.
We don't have to. No. But like, I just felt like what you were saying, you were trying to say to the viewers, but you looked at me, and I thought it was funny. Like I was the camera.
I'm just used to
You're like, yeah, viewers, you guys are really cool.
Yeah,
like,
viewers, yeah.
Yeah, so let us know. I'm looking at you now.
Yeah, since we're on the camera, I gotta rock the
oh yeah. I'm mad that he got to wear that shirt before I did.
Yeah, I got the.
Just know they wear it too.
No, don't unveil that yet. Don't unveil that yet.
Okay.
That's a season 2. That's a season 2 reveal right there. We don't do that yet.
This is my Shinigami.
Yeah, you've heard about that in the AX episode.
The infamous jersey that I've worn apparently 3 times already.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
It's become a staple of my fit now. Like my
it's a pretty good Tyler fit.
Yeah.
Tyler doesn't have too many memorable fits, but this.
No, this is one of his good fits.
Yeah, it's a lock-in.
This is like my favorite fit probably. This, and then I like the well, obviously the Hawaiian shirt with the sweatpants short from H&M combo.
Yeah.
And then I like the gray shorts with the black shirt that has the girl with the Oni mask that I got from AX.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. And then obviously all the Solon stuff.
You
I love Solon.
Acquired all your drip at AX.
I was gonna say, because I told you that's where I started it.
Ever since we were gonna go to LA, Tyler was like, I'm upgrading my fit game, and like all the fits he bought, because we went to like H&M, we went to
Buckle.
Buckle, Spencer's and all that. Yeah, ever since then, Tyler's like, increased his wardrobe for sure. Like the drip he was wearing at AX, solid every day. I mean, I think everyone had good fits except
I just like the. I think because I give off, I guess, like dad energy. I look good with like the Hawaiian shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think actually everyone looks good with Hawaiian shirts. Honestly, thinking about it,
I think
it's not too hard.
I think Devin does. I've never seen Devin wear the Hawaiian shirt though.
No, well, I feel like if you do though, like you look good with the Hawaiian.
I wore that one day we went to ramen, and I put the ramen on my pants.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then I sprayed bleach on it.
You got the bleach on the pants too.
You sprayed bleach on your pants?
Okay, yeah, I'll tell the story. So yeah, we went out to get ramen, and we're eating it. It was good. Tyler's like, "Pussy, finish your like drink," which is the ramen broth. I was like, "Bro, I'm not really trying to." And then like I think I went to go drink it, and I dropped it on myself. I was like, "All right, let me go wash my shorts off." So I'm in this bathroom, shorts off. But it's a singular bathroom with the lock on it, so I'm just bare cheeked out, just washing.
Got no underwear?
Huh?
You're going commando?
Anyways, I was washing my shorts, and then there was a bottle on the sink, and I guess I knocked it over, and I guess it was all loose, and it just spilled on my shorts. I'm like, oh, just cleaning products. I need to get that out. And I saw my pink shorts just fade to white. I'm like, oh, I was like, I got the stain out, guys. I acquired a new one.
He pulled up, and it looks like he like came on his pants. It was just like it was on his like dick spot too, and it was just a big white spot right there. And I was like, oh, you got the. What you use to clean it?
I still have them.
Take a picture of it.
I'll take a picture, send it to you. But I was also sad because I actually really like the pink shirts because it worked with my SpongeBob Hawaiian shirt.
Exactly.
But I didn't get
no, because I have the pink and blue one. He has the other one.
Yeah, the alternate version.
Yeah, the old version.
It's like SpongeBob Bros.
Like when you choose a character and we choose the same character and I'm like slightly color varied.
He's like Tyler, you're Tyler Black.
I'm Tyler Black.
So you're Jose Black, you're Tyler Black.
Yeah, it was everyone, bro.
You're everyone but black.
True.
Crazy.
You got the whole black fit on.
Yeah, the solid time shirt. Just now you see them wearing it, they copied my fit. I did it first.
That's actually crazy, dude. All right, I got a fit I can wear next time.
I guess I can wear.
Make sure no one copies my fit.
I guess. But how y'all been? What y'all been up to?
I just been doing class this last week. Because like all of I had to write this critique over films or over a singular film, and it was like 2,200 words, 18 pages. It was that's basically my week last week. Was just writing that.
That's crazy. Every time you talk about that class, I'm like, that class just sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, no, okay,
it sucks. It sucks because it's a 5-week course. If it was a full semester,
yeah.
Because she was like, if it was a full semester, 1 movie a week, and then you have a whole month to write the critique. But because it's a 5-week class, it's 2 to 3 movies a week, and we have 1 week, or actually like, because classes are on Tuesdays, and it originally was due on Wednesdays. So we had class the last 30 minutes. We talked about the critique, and it would have been due the next night. And I'm like, no shot. So she was like, okay, we'll move it to Sunday. So then we had technically a week to do it, but really that critique should be over the course of a whole month as opposed to just the week.
Isn't that like because usually the 5-week professors are easier on the grades. Is she like an easier grader? Then she's not like super hard about
Basically, she's not gonna read because like we had to do like plot synopsis and we had to do like different like types of shots and stuff with the cameras. She's not going to read the full plot synopsis because she's already obviously seen the movies, 30, 40 times. She's been teaching this class for like 30 years.
Yeah.
So she's already seen all the movies.
So she knows what to expect. Like,
so yeah, she'll read it to make sure we hit all the main points. And a big thing with her is because like you have your character, your protagonist, and usually within movies, they'll have their entire arc, and their arc will end about 10 minutes before the actual end of the movie. Then you'll have the actual end, unless the movie ends on their death. Then that concludes their arc.
Makes sense.
But like my movie, the end of the arc was this girl leaving her wedding, but then the end of the movie is them because like she's gonna get married to this guy, then she left for like the main guy Peter, and then the actual end of the movie is Peter and Ellie. What's her name? Ellie. It's their wedding night. So it's like that's the end of the arc of her admitting that she loves him. That's the end of her arc, but then the end of the movie is them on their wedding night. So that's a big thing she want to make sure we do. And then for the shot lengths, so like medium, long, close-ups, all that stuff, she's just gonna briefly like breeze over it.
Dude, what is wrong with you, Devin?
I swear, every time we breathe.
Well, camera got you acting funny.
I know.
No, these are one of the moments that you would never understand if the camera wasn't on. Because like the Xenon episode, there's so many times like this where we just start laughing and they have no clue why we're laughing.
Because there was like...
Every time we bring up Tyler's like class, he goes on a rant about it for 10 minutes, and like I'm trying to pay attention, and my brain is wandering somewhere else, and I zoom back in, like, bro, this nigga's still talking, bro.
Go again.
Well, basically, she's just gonna breeze over it to make sure that we understand what the definition is and we apply it properly. That's it.
Yeah, nothing against you. Just for some reason, like when you do talk about it, you go into depth about it. My brain.
Let's be real. It's not just the class. I guess you could say over-explain or like super explain something. If I like am passionate about it or I just happened, I go into detail a lot, which is something I've noticed. You've told me that before. Like I tend to like sometimes give non-necessary details when I'm telling a story because like I paint a picture, and I want to paint that picture because when I tell stories, I like telling stories.
Yeah, I was sitting here, I was like, man, I tuned back in, and I realized the camera was on me. I was like, crap, the camera's probably just looking at me go like, just holding in this laughter.
That's why I looked at you and I was like,
you looked up, saw the blue light, you're like,
I was like, ooh. I'm like, crap, I'd be more professional now that we're on camera.
Yeah, we're basically professionals.
Especially you guys. I'm chilling.
I mean,
the camera not on.
I will reach over and push 2 right there.
I mean, I can push 2 too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna force the camera on.
So why is your camera optional? Why don't you want them?
Because I control all
He's the
this
man
stuff,
behind the
and
computer.
they don't want to see what I like. They don't want to see all this.
Because you zoom in like.
Well, because like you said, this will be the host seat. So it's like these will be the main hosts, and that's like he's the man behind the computer. He's the tech guy.
He's a disembodied voice.
You can say Discord mod.
No.
he's a
I'm a disconnected voice.
Yeah, and then occasionally
I'll show myself. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like if you bring up
If
a
need
topic,
be.
I think it's smart to be like bring up a topic and then switch back.
Yeah. If there's anyone I would trust to be in this seat, it'd probably be Tyler. Maybe one time if I want to host, I'll go over there.
Yeah, like you and I can switch off for sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You can see the cat that we always reference
Yeah.
too.
Oh
There
yeah,
she is.
it's to mess up our setup as well.
Yeah.
You know,
See if she'll
probably-
actually get up here because I don't
might
know if
have-
that's in.
Yeah, they can see her.
Oh,
You might have heard her
Where's
sometimes
Dana?
in some of these episodes. No, she's leaving.
One time
Anyways.
she actually stepped on the thing and unplugged it.
Yeah.
Like she like her leg got caught, she's like and jumped off. And it like unplugged it,
but,
Yeah,
which
this,
sucks.
this does kind of like is really bad, but
Hey, there's more to come. There's more to
Yeah.
come.
true. Humble beginnings. Humble
Everyone's
beginnings.
got to start somewhere, right?
what have you been up to then, Devin?
Been playing a shit ton of multiverses. I heard that you and Jose been doing the duos a lot.
Oh yeah, we do duos a lot. We're like kind of like the best team online. Everyone's like
I
when they
don't
see us,
know.
they're like, it's
Don't
Gov,
do that.
Salad, and Jose.
No,
They're
no,
like,
I saw
"Wow."
those 2 guys that were doing double Iron Giant, and they were like,
Dude, the Iron Giant has like that broken move where he just like downs you.
Iron Giant's like not hard, dude.
no, like, cause like they would get people in like an infinite wombo combo, cause like
I
one
do
will be
see
like
that.
hitting them, and as soon as they stops, the next
Yeah,
one comes in, and they just go like this,
yeah.
and then they're like, and they spike up, and it just kills.
I seen that.
think-
I heard it. I would say I heard he got nerfed, but
Yeah.
every time I encounter Iron Giant, I get happy because that means I can actually like move on him because he has such a huge hitbox.
Yeah,
When I'm LeBron James, I just feel like I'm the GOAT. I'm like, everybody get up! It's time to jam now. I'm like, I'm the GOAT, bro.
Because that's what I think. Every time I verse an Iron Giant, I'm like, this guy's just such a huge hitbox. Like, you have to be really good with Iron Giant to make me fear you. I've never feared an Iron Giant.
Yeah,
online.
that's why like since he is so big, I'm kind of happy. He's like a good medium. Like if you're good with him, you're good with him.
The only thing is sometimes he doesn't flinch as hard to hits as other people do. So sometimes you can just like you hit him, he's like and just like still hit you.
He takes through it.
Yeah, he has a whole mechanic where like when the energy barrier around him, he just doesn't flinch at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy, but I haven't lost to Iron Giant yet, so.
I saw this
haven't
one
either.
guy that was playing Steven Universe, and he was ledge guarding.
Yeah, you
and
just
he,
sit on
he
the
had the
edge.
shield,
Yeah.
and then the Batman's like trying to get on. And he's just like, what do you say? It's like, sorry you lost, Batman. Need a hug, and he's just like,
Yeah.
he's like sitting there.
He could've
Batman's
hit-
like,
You can just air dodge through it though.
You can also hit the shield,
I
and
don't know,
it
it
would
just-
deplete it.
I,
Just
don't know, I think it was like for the joke. They were doing it for the joke.
Yeah, just
like he
to
would come
show.
off and then ledge and then jump and then come back, and he just couldn't get on stage.
It's a joke, but it actually works though, because like as much as you can think there is a solution to it, a lot of people won't think of it in the time.
yeah.
They're
And
just
some
like,
people
what the
suck.
fuck? He's ledge guarding.
Yeah, some people just suck and they just can't do anything about it. They're just like, he'll eventually stop, and he won't. And they're like, eventually, I'll jump around him and like.
Eventually, he'll like let go, and like that brief second, I'll go in.
Yeah.
I also think a lot of people don't know that there's wall fatigue because they've never been on the wall for that long, so they think that they can just keep doing it, and then they get wall fatigue. They're like, "Oh, that's a thing," which I also didn't know wall fatigue was a
I
thing
didn't
for a
know
long time
either.
because I've never been on the wall that long.
I think I tested it. I was on the wall and it slid down. I slide, but then I can just jump.
Yeah, but like you can't just keep jumping on wall. You'll eventually get fatigued and you can't do it. That's why they in the Steven Universe clip they'll fall down.
Yeah,
They can't keep
they'll
jumping.
jump and then come down. They'll
Yeah.
slide and then jump and then go back up and then slide really far down.
Yeah.
And eventually they just jump and then just go straight down.
That's interesting.
Because you know, like it tells you like a text message like weakened or like, ignited or
Yeah.
something. It'll say like wall fatigue, and then you'll just fall.
okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten that yet.
Yeah, it's because we haven't been on the wall that long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Me and Eduardo, when we're dude, we just been dunking on kids left and right.
You guys are both LeBron.
No, I mainly played Superman. I didn't have my LeBron when we were playing, but because I got LeBron like 2 days ago. I've been wanting to play with him. Probably play with him tonight if he's not doing anything. But my Superman, his Shaggy, pretty good pair.
Two gods.
I'm a goated Harley Quinn main.
You're Harley Quinn.
Yeah, me and Jose got that LeBron Harley Quinn combo. We're kind of elite. He be like
gross.
throw me the pass. I'm like,
that sounds kind of gross.
I don't know, man. We're kind of goated with it. We used to be a Superman and Wonder Woman duo, like the Justice League. But then eventually I was like, I want Harley Quinn because I had enough coins to buy Harley Quinn. I wanted to do it, and I was like, I love Harley Quinn gameplay.
Yeah, she seems cool. I probably won't be able to play her since she is kind of light and fast. I don't really play those types of characters, but she seems cool.
Yeah, that's kind of like my style though. I don't know. I think I want to try like I don't know who I want to try next. I think Tom and Jerry is not my style. It reminds me of like I don't know, like not Ice Climbers, but like he like attacks Jerry, right? And that's how he hits other people.
Oh, like Rosalina?
Yeah, it's like I saw a comparison. They're like they're like Rosalina and Luma and Ice Climber mix. So yeah, keep track of Jerry. I wanted to make him so bad because seeing like a high level Tom and Jerry is really fun to watch, but I just can't. I don't got the brain capacity to do it.
Exactly, that's my issue. So I don't think I'm gonna go for Tom and Jerry. I don't know who else I want to go for next. I think I want to try Batman and see how he is.
He's alright.
I'm curious.
Batman's the first character I bought because like I love Batman, but he has a hard time killing. That's his only downside. Like his combos they're so easy to hit, and everything combos into one another. Just killing's the hard thing.
Well, how high of a level are you then if you already have all these people? Because I only have one person unlocked.
I only have two, Batman and LeBron.
That's still more than me. What level are you?
I don't know. I actually don't.
Did you want to play for like 6 hours at one point?
Yeah, we were that one night we played till like 4 a.m. We were just dunking on kids. And he was like, these kids don't know what spiking is. Or I was like, I'm gonna teach them. I'm gonna engrave in their head. Because like sometimes like a lot of it is just kids. It's like oh, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Me and War like nah.
You can tell that a lot of these Multiversus players are not like Smash players.
Yeah.
Well, because like I didn't know there was like an achievement for spiking. Jose's like, spike this noob, and I was like, I for sure.
You get the Venom like
like the Venom on LeBron.
Yeah, I got the same achievement. I dunked on with LeBron. I was like, I'm just good with the sauce.
You ever go achievement hunting?
I mean, I've been getting achievements.
Multiversus as a platinum, I kind of want it.
Yeah, Loki's same. I've been getting achievements just like, on accident. I'm like, yeah, you used like Nerd Zone like 5 times. I got like, I'm just playing how I play Smash. I mean, I just didn't see where I find it addicting.
I just kind of like button mash, which is like how I think I've played Smash for so long. I don't button mash. I just like couldn't. It's a controlled button mash.
Yeah, you just know.
I know what buttons to push. Whereas in Multiversus, I don't know the combos. I'm just like doing what I know. Like, yeah, I'm like this works.
That's how I used to do Mortal Kombat. I just be like, and it works. I'm like,
well, that's the thing about Multiversus. Like you can button mash, and there is a lot of mashable characters, and like they're so easy to string combos in Multiversus because things just work. Like for why are you winking at me?
No. My glasses had a smudge, and I was like, "Is this my glasses or my eye?" And I looked.
Tyler like flirted with Deven. He's like,
yeah, you looked at me. You like, I was like, what?
Actually, no. You looked away. I closed my eye. My eye stayed closed. You looked at me, looked away, and then looked back. Don't do that.
I didn't know what you were doing. I was like, hey, Tyler.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
But things combo so easily, especially with LeBron. Like you can just fundamentally it just works. Everything just works, and it's so fun. It's so satisfying because he shoots his ball. It's so satisfying when someone's up in the air and you shoot that 3. I'm like, swoosh.
Dude, the thing is kind of annoying though. It's like Jose sucks with LeBron kind of because like every time I see like clips of LeBron on TikTok, I'm like, Jose, why can't you do this? Like I'm carrying. There's so many games where he just has 0 KOs.
As a LeBron, he should have most of the KOs.
Yeah, he should, but he don't. I do. There's been a game where I had 3 KOs and he had 0 and we lost. I'm like, Jose, if you just got 1 KO, he's like, hey, don't talk about it. I have a picture. Let me see.
I'm letting you know right now, if your character's above 100, I'm going for the same dunk every time because that's such a reliable kill move. I am dunking on you.
Yeah, look right there.
Where are you, Jay?
I'm Harley Quinn. Look.
Oh yeah. 291. Yeah, LeBron should be doing like most.
Well, he's doing damage. I mean, I still did more damage than him. Like he's doing damage at least. I'm not saying he's doing nothing. But like he's not getting any KOs. I gotta do all the work and like knock him out.
He has such a.
I mean, even their Superman, because their Jake got 3 and they Superman got 1. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
all it takes is Jose to just do 1. That's why I said at the end of the game, it's like, Jose, just get 1 person. He's like, I'm
assuming like, because knowing you, it's like you're fine with getting 3 KOs as long as Jose gets the 1.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a 4.
It's so weird because LeBron has such a reliable kill move, just as like his dunk. Like And there was one time where both of my opponents, they were both above 100. If you're above 100 and I hit you with that slam dunk, which is just him jumping in the air and slamming down, you're dead. For the most part. If you're like a heavy character, you won't die. But even then, I guess.
Is it like smash ground and then pop up? Or is it
he jumps up and then he slams down. And then there's an initial shockwave that shoots out. So the strongest part of the move it's more of the shockwave. Oh. But if you get hit by both, then yeah, it's a GG. But LeBron's fun. I do want to try out. What was it? I think Jake. I don't know.
I kind of want to try Jake too. I think that might be because now you told me about Batman. I don't know about Batman. I kind of want to try Jake because I've versed a lot of Jakes online. I'm like, Jake seems like an interesting character.
Well, people were saying Batman he plays, and I know I'm just referencing the Smash, but this game has so many like moves that are similar to Smash. Batman plays like Fox, where he's fast, combo heavy. Does a lot of damage. He can make you get a high percentage, but then he has a hard time killing.
But he can be he's like an assistant player with the duos, though. Yeah. You can assist them, get him high, and then someone with like LeBron with a reliable kill can kill him with it.
Well, and that's what I was telling Eddie O'Wara and Dylan last night. I was like, this is a very 2v2 heavy game. Like, even though we're running the ones right now, and I'm kind of bad at running the ones, like, this is a very team-oriented game. And they were making fun of me, like, you're just bad. I'm like, I hate all you.
No, that's actually what it was like I've noticed when because me and Jose streamed Multiversus for like 2 hours, and like we were playing it. I have so much more fun playing 2v2s than I do 1v1s. Exactly. 1v1s are not nearly as fun.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I love my 1v1s. Like, I love Smash, and when we play Smash, I prefer a 1v1. But, like, in this game, it's so fun just doing combo attacks. And
exactly. Like, something about Multiversus and, like, Smash, I don't like doing 2v2s at all. Smash is weird doing 2v2s. Like, I can do free-for-all on Smash. That's different. But, like, something about the teams in Multiversus just works better. And like, I also like the 4 KOs. It's not like you don't have stocks. It's just 4 KOs. It adds a chance for anything to happen.
Yeah,
like one person could suck all bad and make your whole team lose. One person can like carry.
Yeah, it can bring back comebacks.
Exactly.
And I've done that before, and it's so hype when I do. Cause I'm like, I'm goated.
On our stream, me and Jose had like the craziest comeback. They were like 3-1 on us. And I was like, LeBron. I was not LeBron. I was like, Jose, lock in here, and we like locked it. We came back from 3-1, and we both won. I had like 130. He had like 126. It was crazy.
It's just fun,
dude. The comebacks in that game are so fun too. It's so satisfying knowing that like, yeah, we had to kill you guys 3 times. You guys had to kill us once, and you couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
That's how.
That's why everyone loves the underdog story.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Especially with like tournaments where it's like you come up through losers and you gotta win like 6 straight, and then like you end up winning 6 straight. That just goes hype.
Oh, like time. The losers bracket?
Yeah, if you come up through losers, so it's like you have to win your because like it's usually first of 3 or best of 5, and it's like you have to win 3 and then you have to win 3 more.
Yeah.
Because you have to win the initial and then win again, and all they have to do is win 3 times total. And it's like if you can come back, because Cola did it during Summit one time. And he came back and won because he was down. He came up through losers. I think it was Cola. He went up through losers, and then he got 1, and then they went up 2, or it was 1-1-1. So they were up 2, and then he came back and swept, and everyone just went crazy because that's a hype moment is when you come back from the disadvantage like that.
True. But yeah, that's why I don't like when people say like this game is a Smash killer. Like these are 2 fundamental they're different. These are different. You get 2 experiences playing these games.
Like, the difference between this and, like, Brawlhalla is I feel like Brawlhalla tried to be Smash, and they just failed. Yeah. Multiversus, it's similar to Smash, but it's not close enough to where I'm like, it's just a Smash clone. Yeah, it's actually kind of different.
It's its own thing.
You can play both games and have a different experience completely.
Like I said, Multiversus is 2v2 heavy, like, fun, and Smash is more solo.
You have, like, perks and all that. It's just a fun experience.
Yeah. Did you see that, RDC versus Dante and JoJo?
Oh, like I saw it's what I recommended. I put it to watch later. I need to watch that.
It's interesting. There's an interesting outcome in that. I didn't want to say it since you're gonna watch it. I'm not gonna say what happens, but there's an interesting outcome there, which is crazy. Cause like RDC is good at Smash Bros.
Yeah,
Dante is not. So you just kind of like see the difference in the games. It's like you can be bad at Smash, and the Multiversus is just good. Like I'm kind of bad at Smash. I can be Jose in Multiversus though.
Yeah, the different mechanics.
Yeah.
You know, fundamentally, like, some things are similar. There's no blocking. Rolling's definitely different. Just,
no grabbing either.
Yeah, no grabbing, which is different.
You know, they tried to figure out that for like an hour. We're like, how do you grab?
I did the same thing. I was like, can I grab? Like, where's the grab? Because I saw Velma grab me. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can grab. I saw Superman grab. I'm like, oh, okay.
Tyler, have you ever thought about playing Multiversus? Because it's
you should
free.
play it.
I've been thinking about it. It's just
It's
on Steam.
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's on PlayStation. It's
Is it
free.
cross-platform?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll
Yeah,
because me and Jose have versed PC players before.
So does it tell you if it's PC controller?
Yeah.
Okay.
It like has like a thing next to it. It's like in Fall Guys.
Yeah, Fall Guys. You have like a little controller. You have like a little keyboard.
Yeah, because I play on PlayStation. Whereas my partner, he plays on PC.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it. It's just I suck at fighting games. So.
Well, that's the thing. This is very open.
It's such a party game. It doesn't matter if you're good or not.
Smash is a party game
like
too.
yes,
No,
but Smash
like,
took so long for people to be sweats at it. When Smash first came out, there weren't sweats like this. When Smash first came out, like 2008 or something. When did like the first Smash come out?
It came out in 1990.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
Really?
It was like 95 or something like that.
Smash 64. It's on the Nintendo 64. So
I didn't know that was the first Smash. I thought Melee was the first one.
No, Melee's second.
Because Melee was like 2004.
Not even. It was like 2000 because Brawl, which is on the Wii, came out like around when the Wii came out, and the Wii's been.
Well, Wii was like 06.
2000. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2006, 2000.
So Melee must have been like 01, 02.
Yeah, 01, barely.
Yeah, but like that's how long it took for people to be this good at Smash. Like, and just overall, this era of like gaming we're in, everyone becomes sweats in games. This is what happens. But since Multiversus is so new, there's not going to be sweats right now, and I think it's kind of matchmaking based. So it's like you're not going to be
skill based matchmaking. Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to like verse people who've been wiping the floor with everyone. I think they're like in a different bracket.
Also, like, except in Smash, it's based on like how good and skilled you are. And like Multiverse is like knowing the character itself, because like you said, like different characters have different like archetypes. Like Superman, he's a tank, so like for the most part, I don't have to like get kills. My main role is just like the bruiser, which is usually Wardo. He plays Shaggy. He does like
all chip damage and
all the damage. My job is just not to die.
Yeah.
And like just do like be a nuisance basically.
You nickel and dime him all the way up, and then Wardo gets the kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're just a typical tank.
Yeah, you just play a role, and you play the role good, and then you're basically set.
Yeah.
Kind of funny that Devin's like always blocked by the mic.
Am I blocked by the mic? Because it looks like from my
I mean,
no, you're fine. Devin is
I was thinking about low-key, we could just like move the mic over.
Yeah, I could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so move it on the other side, and then Deven can.
Am I still blocked on the mic?
Not right now.
Yeah, because I moved it.
Yeah.
Because I was saying if it's on that side, it'll pull this way, which gives him an open view on that, and then he can pull the mic down a little bit, and then angle this part up, so that way it's in his face more. So that way it's not hanging right here; it's hanging like where mine is. Like I could put mine right up here, you know, and mess with it right here, or I could put it right here, lower. You know what I mean? So it's
it looks weird doing that, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but then now it's right here. I just talking to the mic. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all the same. It's just like that one's up, and then you can move it. Actually, I don't know. This one's stiff though. I don't know if you can.
I mean, yeah, but
we can always adjust it. Next episode, we'll see.
Next episode,
because
after this episode, we could tamper with it. Because I was thinking about that about 10 minutes ago. I was like, because like this. I didn't know if this was blocking the camera from that perspective. If it looks good and this isn't in my face at all, then that's fine. No, but this one definitely could move over to the other side of the corner, and then instead of going at an angle this way, it comes straight in this way. And because it's flush, you get more camera.
Yeah. Anyways, weird tangent. Back to Multiversus though. Yeah.
I mean, that's all I wanted to say about it. I've been playing it a lot, and I'm in love with it.
I've been playing games all way. Not at all.
We played Valorant yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. I'm saying like the last week, I haven't really played games.
Yeah, it's because of your school, right?
Schoolwork, and then I actually did catch up on like Stranger Things.
And we also had to record.
Yeah. So it's like I've just been busy last week.
Also went to the mall. Well, that's one thing we did. We went to the mall. We saw Nope with Intern and Natalie.
Yeah.
You guys remember both of them? I don't think they've ever. No, they've heard Intern before. He talked on top 5 episodes.
Yeah. When'd you do that?
Friday.
Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday.
I think it was Friday.
Why'd you go to the mall to watch that?
Well, because we wanted to go to the mall because I wanted to go to H&M and get some more shorts.
Oh.
And then we went to Buckle and I got Gabe, Intern and I. Name drop him. Gabe, Intern and I.
think they heard his name.
No, they have.
We got some more shirts from Buckle. And then we were already going to go see Nope. And then I was like, hey, we're already here. Because, like, I was talking to Eddie at Buckle, and you checked out first. So you, like, left to get, to check times, right? Or what? You left Buckle for a minute.
No, I didn't leave Buckle.
I
left H&M when you guys were there.
Oh, that's what it was.
Because I went to go get food.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys are going to wait in line forever.
We were just, I was talking to Eddie. I was like, okay, we could just, because AMC is right above us. We could just go to AMC. And then we checked showtimes, and they had showtimes. So we went and saw it there.
It's so long since I've been to AMC. I don't
I don't really
I
like
didn't
it
realize.
necessarily.
I think the AMC like rewards thing is actually pretty good. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about it. Like you actually save a lot of money.
I don't know, man.
Because you get 3 free movies a week. So it's $20 a month, but you get 3 free movies a week. And you also get points for the more tickets, for more food snacks you buy. You get free upgrades from like size upgrades for free.
But like, how often are you watching? Like, I know like we watch movies. We watch a lot of movies. So 3 movies a week. Like,
well, there's this girl that said she'll get like her day off, and that's like, or like she'll put a day, and that's her day. That's her movie day. So she'll go watch 3 movies that day.
Yeah, but like
I feel like you're privileged to be able to go watch 3 movies a day.
I think you can also give tickets to someone else too. So it's like if I have it and we all want to go see Nope, we can go see it for free right now. Because it's like 1, 2, 3, we can just go get tickets. So it's like saves money.
Well, like my dad has a membership with I think Fandango or Fandango. I don't know how they say it.
Yeah, Fandango.
But yeah, he gets a lot of good rewards for that, and that's why he always wants to go see movies when he can. So I always know those type of award memberships are usually worth it. That's every membership.
It's an upfront, but you give it in the end. Yeah.
For the most part, every membership is kind of worth it. It's always the initial barrier of am I gonna use it enough to make it.
Well, that's
worth
why
it?
Like we went to Buckle and they're like, "Do you want to open a rewards account?" And I was like, "What's the perks?" And he's like, "Every dollar you spend, it's 1 point. Every 300 points, you get $10 off." I was like, "So I gotta spend $300 to get $10 off? It's like a 0.3 discount."
Yeah, no, not worth.
Well, I said might as well, like, because it's free to open. So I was like, I'll just do it, and occasionally I'll go get a shirt or something, and then it'll stack up. And then eventually one day, I'll get a $30 shirt, and it's $20.
I'm not gonna cap to you. I never heard anyone speak about Buckle ever until y'all started talking about Buckle.
Well,
like, I know, I've seen Buckle. I don't know what they sell. Y'all started talking about it. I was like,
so
it's the exact same with us too.
No, we always saw it, and then we went to the anime kiosk where they have like posters and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a guy there with this really cool like it was a girl. It was like it's like half Oni mask and half like this girl's face. I was like, that's a really cool shirt. Where'd you get that from? And he's like, oh my, what brand is that? He's like, oh, it's Solon. I'm like, oh, like, did you get it here at the mall or did you order online? Like, what can I do? And he's like, yeah. So if you go upstairs, a store called Buckle, and they have all the stuff. I was like, what? And I always thought it was like typical like dad wear where it's like
I don't know, shoes.
It's like,
I don't know.
I come in the ass and I kick ass. Like
you know, Spencer's, like that section they have where it's like I came
not the
for
back.
beer.
It's like the people like the old heads. I think they're like all that. Even though they're not.
Okay.
like
I can see a world shopping
I
This just
bubble
looks
gum
lame,
and kick
right?
ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum or something like that, right? And then I went in there, and it's like in the very back, but they have like a whole section. It's just tattoo art. And it's so cool.
Okay.
Because Solon is owned by a tattoo artist. And they get specific. Well, we found that they do Buckle exclusive, but they do tattoo artwork on shirts, and then on the website they do an artist of the month. So the artist will make like 7 or 8 designs, and they'll put it on the website to sell for shirts. Those are really cool.
Yeah, I just looked at the pictures. This shit looks lame. This is like where a Waterloo shop or some shit.
Oh, Buckle, yeah.
Probably. I mean, Buckle is made for like alternative skaters for the most part.
Yeah.
Like that one fit that we saw, where like. The leather jacket. Yeah. Dude, that fit was horrendous. Yeah. I mean, the people who were shopping there, who weren't in the Solon section, which we were the only ones in the Solon section, they all looked pretty lame. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then we're like, we're cool. Yeah,
I don't know. If any of our viewers go to Buckle, no offense, but maybe offense. I don't know.
I full offense. That's pretty
you
lame.
Looked at them and said it too.
Because like they have like the
crazy.
shirts that have like the designs, like the red shirt with the black design. It's like that crushed velour. And it's like soft, and it's like, ugh, it's just gross. Just gross. They got the deep V-necks. Like, no, let's not do this.
Yeah, that's why I never walk in there. I'm like, I'm at the shop here, bro. I'm still going.
No,
I mean, we would have never went there either. It was just
guy
that
didn't
one
say
guy.
anything. It's just that the fact that that guy had a cool shirt on that I liked, and he's like, yeah, it's just up there at Buckle. All right, cool. Check it out. You check it. It's pretty good.
That's interesting.
They also like update the designs quite a bit too. The guy was saying they get shipments once a week, and they're usually different.
Yeah.
But that also means that they half the time you see a cool shirt, they don't have your size. It's like they'll have like small or triple XL.
I don't think I've ever run into that issue.
Like there's this one like
it's just there.
Tyler wanted this Cuphead shirt, and they like never have his size. It's either like one size too large or like one size too small.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I can get a size larger, but I like the way the larges fit.
Yeah.
Like it's already like kind of big, but it fits like my shoulders because I got broad shoulders. It fits my shoulders a little more.
That's interesting.
But that's the only reason why we go there.
Okay, one thing I did want to talk about in this episode, though, kind of we're talking about multiverses for a bit, though, was this is what I wanted to bring up on the cartoon 3x3, but we didn't have time because it kind of ran long. We hit like 2 hours on the episode.
Yeah.
Dang, it's not loading. But me and Tyler had this conversation before in his truck. We were talking about, I can't remember what we were talking about. We were talking about how like how our cartoons are just better than like the newer cartoons.
We're on the golden age.
Yeah, we're like golden age of cartoons and just in general Nickelodeon and Disney. Like we just had like the goated stuff. We had like
shows,
Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and all that. Like, and then nowadays you see the only shows I know by name is like Andy Mac, and I think there's that one show that
Andy Mac's not on
Jake
anymore.
Paul was on. Yeah, I know it's not. Jake Paul was on Bizarre. Like those are the only shows I know by name because it was like when I went back to Disney, I was like, we'll see what they got.
Bizarre like it's funny because if you actually watch the shows, it's not exactly a remake of our shows, but like Bizarre Fark is just Ant Farm. It's like the exact same premise. Like it's child prodigies.
I would think Bizarre Vark's more like a mixture of Ant Farm and like Austin and Alley.
Yeah, because
the set of Bizarre Varks felt more like an Austin Alley. Like it felt like the exact same set.
The plot is it's effectively just video Ant Farm. Ant Farm is
closer to Victorious, if anything.
I got Ant Farm vibes.
Maybe
because it's a school, and I guess Victorious is
so Victorious.
Yeah, Victorious.
Yeah, so. But it's just like they don't exactly do a remake, but they do like
basic.
Comp. They do like
let's take this aspect of this show. This
like this. Yeah. Like the Thundermans is basically just Lab Rats.
Yeah, but basically, but worse. Like way worse.
Lab Rats is just better.
But you think about like a lot of things. Like we do gaming right. Our generation does that a lot.
Say what you want about Gen Z, but like we had it good.
Well, when me and Tyler came to this conclusion, we were like, yeah, like because like back when we were kids, we had like the goated cartoons, obviously, like we were just talking about. Obviously, you saw our cartoon too, right? A lot of our list goated. We had like Invader Zim on there. What else is from
regular show?
Phineas and Ferb we didn't bring up.
Well, no,
regular show. That's our era.
What? No, I said honorable mention.
Well, no, I was just talking about in general, like cartoons came on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Regular show with
Gravity
Falls.
Yeah,
Gravity Falls. Like we have goats on our list that were from our generation. The only exceptions are like Family Guy, Futurama. I think was early 2000s, right?
Yeah, it was 99 to now.
I think the only person that had something like
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. The only one that went vintage.
Obviously,
was...
Jose.
Oh, yeah,
Jose had the boomer choice.
Bro,
Panther.
Eddie and I were at the gym yesterday, and he's like, "Low-key, I think Jose might win." I was like, "What?" No. He's like, "Bro, Popeye, Pink Panther, Little Einsteins, those are classics." I'm like. Is it the one old head vote? What's he getting? Like, who's voting for Popeye over like regular show?
I 60-year-old viewers are like, let's go.
Let's go. He got the Pink Panther.
Like,
let's get it. Well, did you guys see the interns list?
No, I didn't see it yet.
I remember he had like a lot of similar with you.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he say he had like Ed and Eddie and such?
Yeah, that's the only one that I heard him say that was similar.
Yeah, he said something else.
He told me in the truck. He told me like 3 of them. It was Ed and Eddie.
He said he would have put
Kick Batowski.
Yeah, Kick Batowski.
That's not mine.
Yeah, but he said he would have had Teen Titans on there as well.
He didn't though.
Oh, did he?
Do you have his list pulled up?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
I remember I talking like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Cause I know he said he forgot his list, but he's like, I'm just gonna make one right now.
It's around here. You guys just keep talking. I'm gonna try and find it real quick.
Okay.
But like I said, we really did grow up in the golden age of TV, or I guess media in general.
Yeah, just media in general.
Like we just ate all the time.
We have classics like the Wii.
the
Wii. The Wii.
Honestly, Xbox 360,
yeah.
like, and then like PS3.
PS3 was alright.
I mean,
nothing special.
It was something.
It was something. Nah, bro.
But I think definitely our TV shows, we have the best.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's why I can't wait to do like a live action. The live action 3x3. That'd be a pretty fun idea.
I couldn't find the video of it, but I have it here.
I don't think I've seen
that. His list was Total Drama Island, which was similar as me. Yeah, he had Amazing World of Gumball.
He told me that one, yeah.
Dan Versus, which I've never heard of.
I've heard of it.
It's kind of ass.
He had Kick Batowski, Code Lyoko, Winx Club.
Oh my god.
Ed and Eddie, and Nut Shack.
I've never heard Nut Shack.
And there was one more, I can't remember. Dang, what did he say? I can't remember what the last one was because it's not in my messages.
But regardless, like
yeah, they're like it was like Winx Club was surprising.
Oh, I was surprised to me. No. I heard him talk about it.
No, I know, but it was surprising to me because he originally had Gravity Falls in his list, and he was like whatever the last one is, which I can't remember for some reason, it's like slipping my mind. The next one he told me to replace, he was like, replace Winx Club with this show, and I was like, okay, for sure. And he was like, scratch that, replace Gravity Falls. I was like, that's crazy, bro. He put Winx Club above Gravity Falls.
I'm surprised he put like Kick Buttowski.
Kick Buttowski is good.
It was a top like 3x3. I don't know
about that. Like it was a show I could watch.
Like I enjoyed Kick Buttowski, but like it was just like a turn your brain off. It was funny. Gunther was funny. Like it was just.
Yeah,
it was an alright show.
I could watch it.
That's the same level. If y'all remember Kid versus Cat, like it's like
it's just
Disney XD shows that were like mid.
Kick Buttowski was not mid. Kick Buttowski was definitely the upper echelon. It was
high mid.
No, it was high mid.
It was better than some of the choices like Camp Lazlo.
No, it wasn't, bro. Stop the Camp Lazlo disrespect.
Not funny, bro.
No.
Nigga left for that poop and cock jokes.
Nigga, you watch Chowder.
Yeah, Chowder. The humor of
Deven. What was his pet? What was his pet?
Yeah, just a fart cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't the joke though.
Exactly.
That
was the joke.
That was never the punchline.
What did he say? What was his the fart cloud's dialogue?
Yeah, and that was never
the joke.
That was never the punchline.
Oh my god.
That was never the punchline.
The joke.
It
doesn't have to be the punchline.
It was never the butt of the joke.
No. He literally is the butt of the joke.
He just so happened to own it, and we just accepted it. That was just lore. Like, yeah, he owns like.
You said poop. You said pee pee poo poo fart joke. Not funny.
It wasn't a joke though. It just existed. It was just.
Devin. A joke doesn't have to have a punchline. The joke of that is that he has a fart.
He's
cloud.
a joke character. He's a gag character. Meaning that is the joke.
The joke is that he's a fart, and then Chowder has a fart cloud for a pet.
Whatever, bro. Y'all just don't understand the complexities of Chowder.
I don't understand the complexities. All right,
yeah. But there's like riding Chowder, bro.
You are.
Just saying, bro.
Hop off his meat.
Nah, bro. Because niggas like you, I want to hate on this shit, dude. Me and Eddie were actually talking about this because you never seen the show to begin with, so you're just.
I have.
What?
I told you. How would I not like it if I didn't see it?
You said you watched like what, one episode?
No, I watched more than one episode. I watched a few.
Flapjack, you said you didn't.
I didn't watch Flapjack because I didn't like Chowder.
Exactly.
That's why. Okay. And I didn't hate on Flapjack. I just said I didn't watch it. If you watched the episode, I clearly never hated on Flapjack.
I confused. I mixed up Chowder and Flapjack, but me and Eddie were talking, and like Eddie said, like when he was a child, he didn't like Chowder only because he didn't understand the jokes, and once he grew up, he realized like all the jokes, every joke in that show lands because it's so deep and it's so complex. It's so good. Every joke in Chowder lands.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Didn't Chowder come out in like 2010 or something?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not saying
he was like 10 years old. He was until 2007.
Not even that. Like there's jokes that have deeper cuts than you expect, and it's so good.
Yeah, but then you also have fart cloud joke.
Yeah. I guess, but like that was never the main part. It's just a character exist.
I think they did a whole episode of the fart cloud escaping, and he was like, "I need help finding my fart cloud." Or something like that.
Like Gary Come Home?
Basically, yeah.
Don't diss Gary Come Home.
That's what the premise was. But no.
Yeah, but like the original point though, I was like bringing this up. It was like me and Tyler had this like revelation. We're like, yeah, like our shows are just better than like these new gen shows. They're basically, if they're not rehashes of shows we already have, like Teen Titans Go and the new Ben 10 and stuff, the original cartoons they have just suck, right? But then you look at like
this was the big revelation.
Yeah, this is our big revelation here. Is that we're like. One thing I've noticed is a lot of the adult stuff have just gotten better. Like, we got stuff like The Boys coming out, Invincible came out, the Harley Quinn show, which a lot of people like, BoJack Horseman, Archer even, which people like. I've never seen Archer, but like stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, it's weird that like in our generation the kid stuff was the best, and then we grew up, and then like the adult stuff was the best. And I was like, yeah, I think the writers just grew up with us.
Yeah, I think the writers are like, low key, fuck these new kids. I want to go with these old kids.
I mean,
yeah,
but to that point, like a lot of like adult animation, especially now, it's just ass. Because like you got things like I can't remember the names because they're so ass now.
Also Rick and Morty, but I think that's because it's been oversaturated.
Yeah,
not that it's it's not bad. I think it's oversaturated more than the kids cartoons is, because kids cartoons is stuck to 3 channels for the most part. Whereas the adult stuff comes on all the streaming platforms.
Especially the big ones like Fox. They go on,
they're on
NBC,
everything.
Because like all the ones that you named are good, and that came out.
Yeah,
they grew up with us. But like a lot of like the newest ones, there's like rehashes,
quality.
and it's like
Well, he said except for the rehash, like Ben 10.
Well, not you, but you take the quality. I'm saying like their peaks are higher than their. Can you name one kids cartoon that's on right now that's good? Aside from like Teen Titans Go, they have nothing. Like I can't even name the cartoons they have.
I hear.
Well, because every time you go on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, whatever, it's just reruns of old shows.
Well, I heard there's a couple. Like I heard Loud House is pretty good if you're a kid. I heard Craig on the Creek.
Craig at the Creek.
It's
all right. It's like probably the best show Cartoon Network has a current show right now.
I don't know if I want to give.
Actually, I think it ended.
I don't know if I want to give him. Actually, no, I can't give him Steven Universe. We grew up with that.
Yeah, we grew up
in middle school when it came out. I don't know.
There's this one show they were because I was at work yesterday. They were playing like Disney Channel, and they were rerunning Phineas and Ferb. I was like, of course, they got nothing better, so they're gonna run.
Exactly.
It was like a Phineas and Ferb marathon.
The GOAT.
And I think when Phineas and Ferb ended, there was like some other show, and I thought it was The Simpsons at first, because they were like they were yellow. So I was like, oh, this is just The Simpsons, but it's like not The Simpsons. I think it's like not a kid version of The Simpsons, but I think they're like trying to rip off The Simpsons. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. Have you ever heard of like a cartoon with like yellow people?
Besides The Simpsons, no.
Yeah.
I don't know a show that's brave enough to even do that.
Like I don't know.
But
I saw it and I was like, what is this like worse Simpsons they're airing?
But my point to like what I was saying earlier is I was talking about like, the adult animations. The adult animation that comes out like now, there's so many that are just pure garbage.
Yeah, it's oversaturated. But like,
well, it's because you have certain ones that hit, and then you have certain ones that try to. It's the same thing as like I said, like a lot of shows now. They're not necessarily doing rehashes. They're trying to take ideas and then make it into like some other amalgamation.
Yeah, they're like, they like Archer. Shows, let's try and do Archer.
They like Rick and Morty, so let's make Solar Opposites, which I heard is actually decent.
Yeah,
but like, pretty good. But you know what I mean? Or it's like Disenchantment with Futurama. They like Futurama, so let's make Disenchantment, which is the same thing, but instead of the future, it's like, the past.
There's some shows like
yeah, like stuff like that. That's the reason you get bad shows now. That's because
they try to take ideas from different things.
That's just companies being greedy for money. They want to see, oh, they have success doing that. Let's do that as well. Yeah. But like, if you take the original ideas that are usually original, say what you will about Big Mouth, it might suck, but it's successful at what it does. It is successful and gets money.
It hits that niche,
and it has its fan base that watches it.
Yeah,
like Intern, Intern and Ash, they watch it.
Yeah, they do.
They like that show.
Yeah, cause there's some show I think it's called Dinkleberry or wherever the fuck it's called.
Briggleberry.
Briggleberry, yeah.
That's the one with Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, I went to my friend's house.
That one's not bad. It's not bad if you like Daniel Tosh. Because it's very much his humor.
Like Daniel Tosh.
Dude,
I can see that statement.
I like Daniel Tosh.
Yeah.
Like, it's because like when I watch different comedians, I have to be in a different mindset for the comedians because like everyone has a different way. Like I can't watch Bill Burr the same way I watch Dave Chappelle, or I guess those are too similar. But it's like I can't watch Kevin Hart the same way I watch Dave Chappelle because like they kind of have different joke styles. But like Briggleberry, I think it's called Briggleberry, but it's Tosh's show, so it's like you kind of have to go in like watching Daniel Tosh, and then if you watch it from those eyes, it's good.
I have a feeling, I know, because me and Deven kind of have similar comedy sense. If I don't like Tosh, I know he doesn't like Tosh, so of course he's not going to like it.
I didn't know this nigga was till you said it.
Daniel Tosh?
You never seen the Tosh 0 show?
That's like, that ran on MTV for the longest time. That and Ridiculousness.
They literally own the time slot. It's Ridiculousness and Tosh 1.0.
I watched Ridiculousness. I've seen this like the Tosh.0. I've seen that. I've never seen it.
Yeah, like they're literally the only two. They're probably not the only two shows on MTV, but like they exclusively run that.
No, they actually are. I saw this video talking about what the fuck's his name? Deer Dick. What's his first name?
Rob.
Rob. Yeah, he's the host of Ridiculousness, Rob Deerdick. But like the way that he managed himself creating that show. Basically, he owns MTV.
Like he has a monopoly on MTV.
He has a monopoly.
I know that now
because he started off with just like one episode a week. And then he ended up buying, instead of having MTV, because MTV came in and said, let us buy the show, the rights from you. You still produce it, but it's under our tag. And then usually that's how shows go, is that the company owns the show, and then they slot out a season, right? Or an X amount of episodes. But he said, no, I'm going to produce it myself, and I just run it on your show. You get X amount of profit, revenue, whatever. And then he had other companies come in, and he would do free shoots for other companies. Like when he would do like a skating video, he'll have like Burger King right there logo. So he gets Burger King money, and then that goes to the show funding. So then he was able to slowly buy out time slots from MTV to where he had almost a complete monopoly other than Tosh.0, where those two had like a complete monopoly over showtimes for MTV. So now if you look at MTV showtimes, at least 90% of it's going to be ridiculousness.
Exactly.
Because he's actually bought the slots.
Which is funny because like every time I look at MTV, I'm like, bro, who's watching? If you're watching MTV, just rename MTV to ridiculousness. That's what it is. You're getting
like
ridiculous
do RTV
4 hours straight.
Honestly, do RTV, ridiculous TV.
Yeah,
like that's like I do.
A straight 4 hours straight. You're getting ridiculous.
And it's like one break and then another
like
4 hours.
One break of like Tosh.0. Is Wild 'N Out on MTV or is that like a YouTube show? I don't know.
No, I think so. Yeah, it's on MTV.
Because I've only seen it on YouTube. So that's
I've only
MTV.
seen it on
that
YouTube,
might occasionally, but I think it's only once a week.
If that.
Yeah. I think so. It's been so long.
It's like occasionally you'll get
Wild 'N
'N Out.
Out used to be on MTV, but I don't know if they went.
That's
to
what I'm saying.
an online
Like,
platform.
I don't know if they're on
I think
online
they
anymore.
I'm
do
pretty
it
sure it
just
still
on-
is.
I mean, it's live audience, but I don't think they do MTV.
Yeah, like
I'm
that's
not 100% because I know for
like,
sure they used to do it.
Yeah, like that's
it was
where
like
they got
late
their
night,
start.
like 12, 1 a.m.
Yeah, because I remember it was like when Ridiculous just went off at like 10 o'clock, like after.
And then that's like Wild 'N Out.
That's when Wild 'N Out come on. Yeah.
But I think they went to an all online platform.
Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I thought
because I've only seen them on like Snapchat or YouTube.
Exactly,
or like
TikTok
where
as
it's like
well.
a
Yeah,
clip.
yeah.
But like it's taken from the YouTube.
Yeah. But yeah, like aside from the shows who just try and mimic it, like if you look at all the original stuff, like Rick and Morty, BoJack Horseman, I keep saying Archer, but I don't know when Archer was made, so I could be wrong.
Archer's ours, yeah, that's us.
It's like the early end of us, but yeah, it's us. Because it would be like when we were, I think it came out when we were like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been around for a bit.
And then just like our other shows we have, like people like Breaking Bad, not really ours, but Better Call Saul would say is ours.
When did Breaking Bad come out?
I think Better Call Saul's Breaking Bad was it was 07.
That's not our
Breaking Bad was 07.
Yeah,
Better Call Saul was
2015.
15. So like
ours, yeah.
15's ours, and I think Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad.
And a lot of people do.
Breaking Bad just got tedious.
I think what it is just as a writer, you can see this with like almost every type of artist who makes like a type of media, they just get better with time. It's usually how it works. Sometimes they get worse, like occasionally, but for the most part, people get better with time, especially when you're a writer. Writers typically get better, they don't get worse. Producing music is
especially when you give
can,
them a chance to flesh out their world.
Yeah,
they get way better.
Because like you can get worse at making music because you could just like say everything you thought of and then you're out of ideas. When it comes to making like a series or like a world, you're just gonna get better with time because your life experiences are just gonna expand. Which is why One Piece is just better now than it was back in the day. Like,
exactly.
No one's gonna look at East Blue and be like, yeah, this is just as good as Whole Cake.
Except
like,
that one guy.
Yeah, except that one guy who like thinks that. But like
he said East Blue was an 8.5. He said that the
Thriller Bark was also an 8.5.
He said Thriller Bark was an 8.5. Well, East Blue was 8.5 too.
Yeah.
And then he put Sky P at 10 out of 10.
That's crazy.
And then he put like the Emperor Saga, so like Whole Cake and Wano. Did he put that at 10 or did he put like
9.5?
Yeah.
I've heard this take on like a lot. Like a lot of people do prefer pre-time skip over post.
I think it's just a different vibe, but for like, I think you can't look at it and be like, Oda was a better writer back then.
Oh yeah,
I don't
I'm not
think
saying
you can
that.
say
You look at
that.
it objectively. He's
Yeah,
like, you can still like say like
you can enjoyment is a completely different thing. Unless like there's people who like old shows versus old like new shows all the time. People are like, yeah, I want to watch like Bangers and Mash. Like some people want to watch that, or like the what's the Bewitched? Not Bewitched. Whatever, you guys know the black and white show where the girl's she's a nanny and she's also a witch.
I know what you're talking. Is this Sabrina? Oh wait, no, that's
not Sabrina.
That's the yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
But like, yeah, stuff like that. People just like old stuff sometimes. So people are gonna like One Piece because it has the '90s feel.
I've also seen
I guess,
a take that I like pre-time skip because it's more grounded. Now it's just like.
That people say that about Naruto
crazy.
too. Because they're like, I like Naruto when it was about ninjas. I don't like this whole like thing.
They don't like the reincarnations. And
yeah, some people. Actually, a lot of people like Hunter x Hunter. They like They like grounded stories, right? So people are gonna
grounded in reference to the whole
to the world that they
exactly.
Preset.
You also see people say they like Dragon Ball before Z, right? Like, there's always gonna be people who just like grounded stories more. So I wouldn't say they count necessarily because that's just their preference. They prefer the stories that are more grounded.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I guess.
But like objectively, people do usually get
better with time.
Like George R.R. Martin, he just gets better with time. His first book he wrote probably wasn't as good as his next book. Just he gets more life experience. And Oda's even said it himself about One Piece. He's like, yeah, the more I live, the more I like learn and get better at writing. Like back in the day when he's writing East Blue, like Usopp's saga is just the boy who cried wolf. That's what he based it off of because he was 20. He didn't know anything.
Yeah, he wrote.
Like, I'm based off the boy who cried wolf. Now he's later in his life. He can do more complex themes like in Fisherman Island, like slavery and all that. He can do more complex stuff that he knows because he's older and he's lived more. So Yeah, like I think that's why like stuff like Better Call Saul is better. It was a long tangent to say like that's why I think Better Call Saul is better, because he had time to just like reflect on everything he did right in Breaking Bad. He could hear all the criticism and everything. He kind of fleshed out Saul's character already in Breaking Bad, so he knows who Saul is. All that was already done. Most of the characters that are in Better Call Saul are also in Breaking Bad, so he already has their characters set. He just has to build up to get to them, because Better Call Saul is a prequel, so he has to build them to get that way. But he already knows where they're gonna end up, which a lot of writers don't know. Like Oda, he doesn't know what Luffy's gonna be like when he first started One Piece, so he's building up to the unknown. Whereas Vince Gilligan's building up to what he knows, because he knows how Saul's character ends.
He knows he's a reference.
Yeah.
I also learned that I think he's an executive producer, but Eric Kripke, he also produced Supernatural. I didn't know that.
Eric Kripke, it sounds familiar. What else
Who
is he doing?
Supernatural.
Oh no, who is he?
Oh, he's a producer.
For what?
Supernatural.
And what else?
Better Call Saul.
Okay,
that's what I meant.
Oh,
like you kept saying the one, you weren't saying the other one.
Yeah, he was for Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And I kept watching. I was like, Eric Kripke. Like, why did I know this name? Supernatural.
I always forget you watch Supernatural. Isn't Supernatural like the show that everyone associates CW with?
Yeah.
Like that's the CW,
that's the CW show.
Yeah, it's like that in Riverdale.
Yeah. And people are like, it's also like the meme like, girls are like, ew, you watch anime? And then you watch Grey's Anatomy and then Riverdale.
Yeah. Grey's Anatomy will always baffle me. I was talking to my brother about this. I was like, I think aside from maybe Doctor Who, well, not maybe. It depends on what you want to. Like, it depends on what you want to call canon in Doctor Who. Aside from Doctor Who, no live-action show has run as long as Grey's Anatomy has.
Yeah, it just exists.
Because, like, other shows who run that long are usually just, like, it's like...
reality shows.
Yeah, well, I guess, but, like, they're shows that, like, have the same premise, but it's not the same people. Grey's Anatomy is, like, the same people.
Well, it's also like Maury or Judge Judy or something. Like, shows like that where it's, like, it's reality, but it's, like... It's the same theme, but different people.
Exactly. Like,
you're talking about, like, coherent story...
I actually tried watching Grey's Anatomy. It's just boring.
I tried. I got to season 2.
It's not even the fact that it's the plot. It's just a boring show. Because I watched Chicago Med, and I love Chicago Med.
Really?
All Grey's Anatomy does is they just have sex. Like, it's like how often can we cram sex in a one episode? It's like doctors are not this horny. Like, they're not having sex 24/7. Like, I can have a surgery or I can clap your cheeks. It starts clapping cheeks.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, if you've ever had a white girlfriend, you've watched Grey's Anatomy. You've had to.
That's why I watched Grey's Anatomy.
That's why I watch it. I didn't have a choice.
You had to have seen. There's no. If you've dated a white woman, everyone in the comments, if you dated a white woman, you know it. You've watched Grey's Anatomy.
Gracie would always diss me for watching anime, and I'm like, how many times you watch Grey's Anatomy? She watched it start to finish at least 20 times. I'm like, there's like 17 seasons. Each one's like 15 episodes, an hour a piece. You're dissing me for watching
One Piece fan.
I'm like, you're dissing me for watching anime? No shot.
Because I was talking to my mom about it. I was like, is Grey's Anatomy even good anymore? She didn't say low key, obviously, but she was like, low key, it fell off after like season 10. And I was like, I feel like, mom, to be honest with you, it fell off after like season 3.
I watched season 1 and 2 and half of 3.
I didn't watch
Every season has the exact same arcs with just different characters. It's like you get Meredith's arc, and then you get like fucking McDreamy's arc, but it's like the same exact arc. But then like at the end of the season, they have a resolution, and at the beginning of the next season, they regress back to the beginning, and they're all just the same. It's literally every season's just the same as the previous season, just like they're a little bit older. That's it.
You say you didn't watch Grey's Anatomy? Devin, I kind of had to. It was like, I was like, watch Death Note. She's like, all right, watch season 1 of Grey's Anatomy.
That's exactly what happened with me.
I was like, I don't think that's an equal trade. I don't think that's fair. She's like, yeah, 37 episodes of mid anime, and I was like, it's not mid. You haven't even seen it. It's not mid.
Yeah. What I do is, because like I'm a very like homebody, like I just like chilling. Like when me and my ex were chilling, she would just put on Grey's Anatomy. I'm like, okay, I'll let you do this.
You leave?
No, because we're chilling.
Like,
I can't just leave. I'm like, I'm kind of chilling with my girl.
So you do watch it then?
Well, yeah, but that was like a while though.
I will say the only thing I did enjoy about Grey's Anatomy is because I do enjoy medicine. Like, some of the stuff they do is kind of cool, like medicine-wise.
Watch Chicago Med then.
I do watch Chicago Med.
Yeah, it's just fire.
It's fucking heat.
Heat.
Anything of the Chicago, like any of like the current like first responders.
Yeah, the Chicago like
the Chicago
universe,
Fire, Chicago PD,
the Chicago Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, it actually is.
It literally
the
is.
CCU.
Because even like because they expanded out to Austin because they have Austin Lone Star Fire, but it's like one of the, I think the police chief is from Chicago Fire. He came down.
So like it's a reality
Austin.
show.
Yeah,
no, it's not reality. It's fiction, but it's like a live action.
Okay.
But it's like they have like in a whole extended universe. They have like Chicago Med, Chicago Fire,
They're all
Chicago
connected?
PD,
and
they're all connected.
Some episodes they intercross.
And then they have,
actually crazy.
they have a show that's it's called 911 and it's based off of
I've seen
LA,
911.
and they're connected to Chicago because they had a guy come in for the fire station who was training and then he went back to Chicago Fire and then did stuff there at Chicago Fire. So there's like a whole extended universe for America.
So good. It's so heat.
I was just about to talk of 911 because I was like, yeah, me and my mom started watching 911 back a while ago, and I was like, I actually kind of like 911.
I like 911. It's fun.
I was like, 911's kind of entertaining.
The whole universe is so heat. It's just good.
That's crazy.
Like they did it. They did live action shows right. They did it right.
They made a whole universe for no. It's so easy because like first responders they all like interact with one another so
all
easy.
the time. Exactly.
So it's so easy just having those universes cross over constantly.
That's why I love 911 because like it's kind of like all the Chicago shows you combine them into one because you get the fire, the PD, and the EMT, the ambulance.
Mm-hmm. So you're telling me when I'm watching 911 and I see like a firefighter, like they're from Chicago Met?
No.
Firefighter show.
They'll have crossovers. So it's kind of like what Arrow does with Flash. Well, they'll occasionally have the crossover episode. They'll have a crossover episode where they go to each other's place to train or whatever. Like Chicago will come down to Austin. That's why you have Lone Star Fire, and then they go back. Actually, the fuck's his name? Rob Lowe's in Chicago or Lone Star Fire. He's like one of the higher up dudes. But then like they'll go to LA and that's when they're in 911 and then they'll do training there and they'll come back and do whatever.
But like
they'll transfer, so like they'll be on 911 for half a season and they'll go back and then they transfer and they cross.
It's so crazy.
It's like a whole extended universe. It's so crazy.
But if it's one of the Chicago shows, every once in a while you need to see a background character. But yeah, he's from this show and. Yeah, they cross over constantly. If it's one of the big three, like
that's
the
crazy.
Medfire,
Big Three.
Medfire.
They call them the big three.
The Chicago Three.
Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and
I think it's Chicago PD is what it's called.
Yeah, it's PD.
Oh, Chicago PD.
And then 911 is just LA, and then you have Lone Star Fire, and I think they're gonna start Lone Star Rescue, which is like the EMT version. It's like Chicago Med.
Yeah, there's the base.
Who produces this?
I don't know.
They got like their own Kevin Feige.
I don't know.
Yeah, they got to. Isn't it on like ABC or some shit?
I have no clue. I watch it on Netflix.
I think what's funny is that this universe is more put together than the DCE.
Exactly.
They have a more competent producer than DC does.
Well, they don't have a producer. They're always changing.
Yeah. So like even like this random TV show on ABC was like, let's make this a connected universe. They did a better job at doing it than DC did.
Yeah.
DC was like, Zack Snyder will handle it, and then they were like, actually, I don't like Zack Snyder. Bring in Joss Whedon.
Well, it's funny because like if you look at any of the Chicago shows, the first like season and a half, it's not an extended universe. They're all they're all airing at the same time, but they're not connected. And then like you'll see in the background, like he said, you'll see like one character is like, hey, that's the police chief. And then like the next episode, he's like, yeah, so like one of my officers did this. And then it's like the the PD show, like someone gets shot and then they come into the hospital for Chicago Med.
Yeah.
And it's like
crazy.
It's like,
they're all in the same town.
It's just going.
Hey, looking, they do like foreshadowing, introducing characters better than One Piece.
They do.
Because I was watching One Piece and Natalie today, and we're on the Skypiea arc, and I didn't realize they introduced Blackbeard's entire crew. Like I knew we introduced Blackbeard.
No, they did his whole crew.
But I didn't know they didn't introduce the whole crew because like back then I didn't have hindsight. So I watched them like, oh, this is just all his crew. That's so cool. She's like, what are you snickering about? I'm like, no. And
then they have like the really shitty like raft with like.
Yeah, they're but like yeah.
Blackbeard's like, I got this pie.
But Chicago Med does that, but better.
That's also when Luffy was like they, which starts the Blackbeard theory. Because Luffy and Zoro, because they were like he, and he's like, nah, they.
What do you want about?
I can't wait. You don't remember that?
Wait, you don't remember that? Wait, because Blackbeard was saying something and Nami said something and Zoro and Luffy were walking away and she's like, what's he talking about? And they're like, it's not he, it's they.
Wait, who is
or them?
Referencing Blackbeard or them.
What Zoro said. No, like because he
they
said
or
they.
them.
Yeah, and then Zoro.
But it's not like they them pronouns.
Like,
it's like
I was about to
plural.
say. I was about to bring that.
Who's calling who's they or them?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard's calling
That's why they said like
theory.
the Blackbeard theory where it's like the three brothers inhabiting one body.
It also comes from his Jolly Roger being a Cerberus.
It's a Cerberus, and that's why people
saying,
people assume he has like the Cerberus.
So that's why he got like multiple like double free abilities.
That's what people say, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the main theory.
And
then if you look, he's missing 3 teeth. He has 3 pistols.
Okay, yeah, but that's just semantics.
That's not, you know how Oda is.
That's not semantics.
Like he has 3 pistols sitting there.
Like the 3 is a design choice. I'm not saying it's foreshadowing. I'm not gonna cock riot Oda like it's foreshadowing. I'm saying it's a design choice. He did 3 pistols for a reason. He designed him to be a 3 type person, so everything is.
He also every time you see him,
that's just an artist choice.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
Every time you see Blackbeard, when he talks, he has 3 distinct personalities that he encompasses. So it's like one time he might be like the commander, and one time he's just like, hey, I'm Blackbeard, and then one time he's like a different guy, and it's like every time he talks, he falls into one of those 3 categories.
Yeah, like people are saying alone in the Skypiea arc, when he's meeting with Luffy, he goes through all 3 of those personalities.
Really?
Yeah, because when he first started, he's like, "What's up? I'm just the guy chilling," and he's like talking shit, and he's like, "You're going after the Pirate King? No shot."
Yeah.
Or like, "Go after Sky Island? Doesn't exist. Such kid. I hate you, bozo."
What? Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, he seemed pretty.
You have to like watch it with a critical eye.
Like I'm not saying it's like for sure. I'm just saying that's the theory. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with it. Like the theory is that he went through all 3 personalities in that point.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Skypiea since I watched it. I didn't rewatch it because I hate Skypiea. It's like one of the worst arcs in my opinion. But I'll just like say yeah, they're probably right. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know.
I'm rewatching it. I haven't seen that, but
I was gonna say like that alone could probably spark another debate because there's already this whole debate about Yamato being transgender.
Yeah, I saw
so I'm like the whole they them thing is gonna be a whole thing. They're like, I knew it. Oda was he's like head of the curve. He made him a non-binary.
Let's
go.
It's
not like that.
No, he's not like that.
I don't think when was Skypiea, like 2008 or like 2004. I don't think he was that progressive.
If anything, Yamato just like has brain damage.
I mean, he did
like trauma, and that's why she's like, I want to be Odin.
I mean, he did write Bon Clay, and Bon Clay does swing both ways.
Bon Clay's just that guy.
I wouldn't really consider that. Like,
just a gay guy.
That was always the thing that existed back then. Them was not a thing that existed back in like. I want to say because Skypiea is like chapter 200 maybe, so it's like 04 or something.
It must have been
06. He'd be very ahead of the curve to be like, I'm making a non-binary character that early in his.
I think that concept even existed.
It's like they always.
That's what I'm saying. Like it didn't even exist. He's like so ahead of the curve that he made it. He was like, I know this will be a thing. He's actually a time traveler then.
Well, the fans always want to make Yamato transgender. Like, yeah, we got representation. You literally have Ivankov, who's an actual. Oh yeah, Ivankov's an actual like the hormone fruit. Like, come on, bro. Like, and he's an actual transgender.
They don't want to claim him though. Because it's like he looks like
because he's a drag queen.
Well, he looks like he looks like Wario. We don't.
Oh, yeah, he got a big head.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you literally have your transgender right there, but it's like disregard potential
because he goes by both pronouns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the Venom meme where it's like I'm they them, not because I'm not binary Spider-Man, because I'm literally 2 niggas.
2 niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of Marvel though, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. How like we haven't talked about Marvel in a minute, but like we can talk about how like Marvel low-key fell off after like Endgame.
Bro, they released phases 5 and 6, and I'm like, this shit ass. I hate this.
I don't know about that. Whoa, that's a whole different thing.
Some of their shit.
I was talking about
shit, Tyler.
Okay, hang on. Before we get to what I was saying, let's dive into your take here. What about this is like what?
Some of them just seem like I can't remember off the dome, but I was just watching. I was like, some of this.
I'll give you Agatha Covenant Harkness.
Yes,
that's
I give you that. And maybe Echo. I'll
give you Echo too.
No, I'm saying mainly because I saw a lot of TV shows.
There's only like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's only 2. Yeah.
No, I thought there was.
You have Agatha, Ironheart, Echo, Daredevil, and
She-Hulk.
No, that's not. That's
yeah.
What's the Secret Invasion?
Yeah, I just saw a bunch, and I just know that they don't do well with TV shows, so I'm kind of like
they don't. Yeah,
that's why I was like, I don't.
But the movies seem
the movies are fine, but
you can't call the phase bad because of 5 bad.
No,
things.
like I was looking at some of the stuff, and I was like, low key, this shit looks like it's ass. Like the TV shows, I know it's gonna be ass. I'm not gonna like them because the TV shows in the past, like they haven't done a good job, other than maybe Loki, of doing a good show.
And like the first 4 episodes of WandaVision,
yeah,
like.
That okay, I didn't mean like the whole phase. I meant like I saw things and I was like, I know for a fact I'm not gonna like this.
Because honestly, every movie they announced, I'm pretty hyped for. I think, except for like sure. I can't remember, but like I'm pretty sure every movie I was like, oh yeah, I'm hyped for that movie. I'm hyped for that movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I was telling my
okay, except the Marvels. I don't care for the Marvels.
I don't care for the Marvels.
You can keep that.
Yeah, I was telling my dad and sister, I'm like, yo, Phase 4 is like pretty like slow and mid. And then that was like the night that stuff got announced, and I was like, you know what? I'm low-key I'm a Marvel cock rider. Just tell call me what you want. I'll throw my money at him.
Well, I think what it is I think Kevin Feige, he hears the criticism of Phase 4, and because originally Phase 4 wasn't supposed to end yet. It was supposed to keep going until like Marvels and Ant-Man and all that. It was supposed to extend past that to like Fantastic Four. But then he I think he heard the criticism and he's like, okay, we're ending Phase 4 then.
I think he made a statement that during like the San Diego thing, because I think his statement was like Phase 4. Who cares about that? Let's look at Phase 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And let's go.
Like, I think he knows the criticism. He's like, let's adapt.
He knows
like
the audience.
He's a good producer can adapt, and I think that's what he did well there. Was he adapted? He learned that everyone didn't like Phase 4, so he said, let's move on then. Huh? And I hope that if he does adapt, that these next set of movies will be better than Phase 4, because all of Phase 4 movies, everyone's been saying they're disconnected, right? They don't feel like they're as good. Like the writing seems pretty much all the same. Like it's all the same crew. I was telling my brother, like, aside from No Way Home, since Endgame, none of these movies have really hit. They're all just like generic and the same.
I saw a TikTok talking about like this guy has a series where it's comedy and superhero movies. And I saw parts 1, 2, and 3, and then we saw Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And then he was like, they're right behind me, aren't they? And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
They were like coming on themselves. Like
that's been a running
out.
joke in like the Marvel community for so long since they started doing like the Disney jokes. Everyone was saying how long until they make the they're behind me joke. And there was like people were placing bets. They're like, I'm saying 2022. I'm saying like 2023. And they're like, Marvel cockroaches like they're not gonna do it. They're better than that.
No, because Thor was like, they're right behind me, and then it cut to them, and they weren't even behind him. They were still like crawling out of the ground. And he's like, anyways.
Yeah, I saw jokes of like people like POV. They make a Doctor Doom movie, and they're like, call me Doctor Doom, like the rapper. They sounded better in my head. Just like the cringy rap.
I hope they don't do like Doctor Doom dirty with like, because you know they did like Otto Octavius, like they did a No Way Home joke, which is fine. His name is kind of weird, Otto Octavius.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Don't do that with Doctor Doom though. Like,
yeah, bro, this shit's hard.
Like it is kind of cringy if you make it that way, but that's all superhero names. Nigga's Spider-Man. Like Batman. Yeah, like they're all cringy at the core of it. But like if you're in that universe, it's not that cringy. When everyone has that name, it's like it's whatever. So don't make fun of Doctor Doom's name. Leave him alone.
I love Doctor Doom. I can't wait.
I hope they don't mess it up.
No, I see all the ones where custom he's like rapping. He's like,
oh yeah, like oh my god, it's Doctor Doom. He's like rap snitches, telling all my business.
He's like jumping bars like
being a corn still. Being a corn, I can't even remember the bar, but yeah.
It was funny because
be the one star witness. Yeah.
It's just like this one guy who just does it in his room. He's like, oh, he's just rapping.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
And also on like Comic-Con, they like showed a bunch of trailers that I'm mad that we don't get to see because like they were like Comic-Con exclusives.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man 3 got a trailer, Secret Invasion got a trailer, like almost everything got a trailer. And I was like, I was kind of mad that like, because there were certain points that people got like pictures of, because I think they just said like no videos or anything, which makes sense. But like some people got some pictures of things. Like there was like a joke in the Ant-Man trailer where he's like reading a book he wrote, and I was like, you really got a picture of that, but you can't get a picture of Kang. I want to see what Kang looks like.
Like I get a picture.
Adam Warlock was shown. Because I want to see what Kang looks like so bad in the trailer, because they said he was in the trailer, and I want to see.
Yeah, true.
No, Kang's arc is interesting to me, because I want to see what Marvel's going to do, because he's going from Ant-Man all the way till the Kang Dynasty. So
yeah,
he lasts a
and
while.
I'm even more intrigued, because it's a back-to-back Avengers movie. And not
yeah,
even,
and
not only that,
year.
It's two different like story arcs. It's Kang's Dynasty into Secret Wars.
Well, I think they kind of perfectly fit though, because Kang's like timeline, and it's like he can mess with the multiverse.
Yeah,
and Secret Wars would cause.
Yeah, I was telling my friend this because it is two different comics and they're referencing. But like, since the Secret Wars does deal like the multiverses kind of like collapsing and them like ending.
Well, I would say Secret Wars has like 3 different iterations that all have 3 different storylines.
Yeah, true.
Which I think is like a common misconception I've seen a lot of people on Twitter have. They were like, they better not ruin Secret Wars. It's actually a conversation between Doctor Doom and Reed Richards. Like that's one of them. That's not the Secret Wars.
That's the one I'm most familiar with.
That's the most recent one.
Is it the most recent one?
Yeah, that's the most recent one. The like OG one is the multiverse one, with like what's the name? Not Wonder Man, but one of those cosmic guys.
Oh, I mean, I know
the Beyonder.
The Beyonder, yeah, the Beyonder. Yeah. I know I've seen 2. I didn't know there's 3 iterations, but I know the most recent one, and I know there's an older variant. I don't know.
And there's also a Spider-Man one. That's the 3rd.
Oh.
Spider-Man the Symbiote.
Okay, I haven't seen that one then. I read that one.
I don't know. That one's 90s maybe. I think the Beyonder's like 80s, and Spider-Man's either 90s or early 2000s, and then the Doctor Doom one I want to say is like 2010s. Like it's pretty new.
Yeah, I guess, but I like that one because that's the same one with the Panther God's like, yeah, nigga, like, Loki, you're the guy. He's like, yeah, I know.
Dude, Doctor Doom is the GOAT. Like,
I love Doctor Doom.
No one is. You can look at like random panels of Doctor Doom. It's like this. No one's doing it like him. He just like. You remember the panel where he just like snatched Thanos' spine and like killed him? Because he was like, oh Thanos, you think you're good? Nah, dead. And he like touched him and like grabbed his spine. Like,
I think that was in Secret Wars.
Maybe.
Because I know he killed Thanos in Secret Wars. Because Thanos is like, yeah, like. I'm that guy, you know that, right? He's like, so I'm like the god of this universe. Yeah. Thanos challenged him. He's like killed him. I don't know how he killed him, but he's like disintegrated him.
I think it is the same one.
I think it might have been the same one, but that's why
like Doctor Doom's obviously like he has like this random beef with Odin for some reason. He always wants Odin's like hands. He's like, I know you're there, Allfather. I know you're looking at me. I'm coming for you.
Well, that's why I'm excited because like even though this is like the multiverse saga and this is like supposed to be Kang's thing, I think what they're gonna do is. Like I think they're like hand off to Doctor Doom just being like the overall like
I hope, yeah.
I think like Doctor Doom's not being in the background and like the second like something bad happens to Kang, Doctor Doom's like yeah, I've been doing this like all along. I'm actually a real villain. Yeah. Y'all are all like peasants.
I really hope they do something really cool with Doctor Doom and they make him like the overarching villain. Like Kang is like a puppet and Doctor Doom is schemed the whole time and Kang didn't know it.
I really
That'd be so cool. Dude, I also saw one theory that they could do, and I told this to Eddie. And Eddie at this point in his career, he's a Marvel hater.
Yeah, he's
completely done with Marvel. He has no faith in Marvel, and I'm like, I'm almost there. I'm not like lost complete faith in them. I still have some faith in them. So I was telling this to him, and he was like, "No shot. Marvel's not smart enough." I'm like, I mean, they could. Like, they can still read what people say online and like do it if they want to. Sure. It's still something they can do. They were like, the reason we don't have mutants and like the Fantastic Four yet is because Kang was secretly altering the timeline the whole time to make sure they don't exist. And that's why like the Kang dynasty would like lead into Secret Wars, because after the timeline gets restored, it causes like an incursion.
Yeah, so we have a timeline where we do have mutants and
exactly.
That's good. I like that. Yeah,
I always thought, I was like, that makes perfect. That's the best way they can introduce the mutants and like Reed Richards, like why they never existed for so long. Although Human Torch was introduced in Captain America.
Was he?
Yeah, he's in the museum. The first Human Torch, because Human Torch and Namor are like the first two.
Well, yeah, I know. Right? Yeah, I know Namor because he's the first mutant. I didn't know Human Torch was.
Yeah, he's he was like the second hero.
No, I knew that, but I didn't know he was like in Captain America. Like,
yeah, let me if I can find it, I'll show it to you. But he's like in a museum. He's not like, it's not him. It's a museum of like his costume. And It's a reference to the Human Torch, like when his original costume.
His debut. Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay, now I know.
Yeah, and then it's another thing. I can't remember.
But yeah, I see like TikToks and like YouTube videos of people fixing like Phase 4 movies all the time. Like I won't spoil it. I don't know how like Thor: Love and Thunder, like how they can fix that movie and such.
Spoiler warning.
When did that come out? Like a month ago. June?
Yeah.
Or was it July?
It was late June, early July.
This was gonna come out, like,
yeah, you're right.
Late. They've seen it by now.
I see people fixing it like what is it? I think it was like The Wish. Like they wanted like sort of like a redemption arc. Like they gave Vor a redemption arc, but they wanted it better. I think the way they described it was, instead of like his wish was to bring back his daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like he's killing all these gods to bring back his daughter and such. Fuck, I'm really trying to remember this. I really
okay. Can't. Let me see, because I've seen one too. Is it the one where it's Gore tells Thor that he's killing the gods and that his ultimate quest is to kill all the gods, but secretly it was always to bring back his daughter, and it was just a test against Thor.
Yeah,
to see if he was a worthy god. Yeah, I have seen that.
I really like that one. I really wish that. I don't know.
Well, I saw one that said the only reason why he was killing gods is so he can get access to eternity to kill, wish for his daughter to come back. So it's like he didn't actually want to kill the gods, but he knew that that was the only way for him to get to eternity, was for him to kill the gods, get their attention. Thor comes after him, then he gets Stormbreaker and uses it to open the Bifrost.
I would say maybe that could work, but I think at the core of Gore's character, that kind of ruins it, because, I don't know, there's sometimes where I'm like, the Marvel fans should not be making Marvel movies, because they make stupid decisions sometimes. A lot of the times. Fans. Yeah, but I don't think that fits for Gore's character. No, because he loved his daughter, obviously, but at the root of it, the reason he's on this conquest is because the gods failed him. So it makes sense for him to hate the gods. It's weird for I don't like that theory. I saw that theory and I didn't like it because I don't think that fits Gore's character. Okay. Gore's character is supposed to be the gods failed him, so he wants revenge, and he sees the corruption in gods, which is true, which is like the overarching theme in Marvel that they go with ever since Gore was introduced. Which is why like Nick Fury famously told like Thor one time Gore was right and made Thor unworthy, because Thor Loki thought he was right too. Like Gore's like philosophy is supposed to be somewhat morally gray to where you can see he's actually right, and Love and Thunder kind of does that right.
Yeah, they see Thor. Right.
Yeah, because like Thor even said it too. He was like, "Yeah, you guys are just wrong," and then Zeus is like, "Why do we care?"
Yeah, like okay.
He's like, "That's not
me.
We'll
care when he comes for us. He doesn't come for us right now.
He comes for us, but he comes for us, but he's not coming for us here. We can't come here." So. Like he's still right in a way, so I don't like that theory because it ruins Gore's character and it makes him a completely different character that I don't like. I don't like this whole like I'm just wanting revenge for my daughter. That's like a good guy villain, which I don't like. I don't like that trope all the time. I think it's overused too much.
Okay, yeah, I don't know much about Gore since like the comic he is inspired. I didn't read that, and I don't really know much about him. I just know that he's broken and he.
Well, they also ruined part of Gore's character. Not necessarily their fault. It's because of their deal with Sony. They can't use the symbiotes without giving Sony like a cut or something. And I know Marvel and Disney are stingy with their money. They're like, no, we're not doing that.
Even though they're some of the biggest companies ever, but they want to keep the money. It's like you can't sacrifice 10% to just get some other people in. But.
Well, I think it's not necessarily that. I think it's because they didn't want to make a deal with Sony just to use symbiotes. Like they're willing to do it for Spider-Man. They're like, not just for symbiotes. I don't want to do that. And also it could cause a problem. I think that's the main reason why they cut off Spider-Man from the MCU, like did with No Way Home, is because they don't want Sony to, because Sony at any point can pull out and say, no, we don't want to use you guys anymore. And they can just completely go away. Yeah. So I think that's why Disney separated themselves from Spider-Man, just in case Sony does say that. They're like, okay, fine, no loss. We just never bring him back then. So I think that's probably part of the reason they also didn't want to bring the symbiotes in. But symbiote's a big part of Gore's story. Just like the Null Sword, and that's how he absorbs the other gods. He's supposed to, like, when he kills a god, he gets their power. He like, kills the time god, and he could, like, control time.
Yeah, I just know he's broken.
Yeah, he's extremely
like, people
broken.
say, like, if there was, like, a... Because I saw a video, like, if, you know, like, in Dragon Ball, during the tournament power, they have, like, the strongest fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if Marvel had the tournament power, like, War, he's
Gore's up there.
First round pick. Then he deserves to go on the team automatically.
Taking Gore, give me Eternity. Give me Galactus. Give me that nigga Thanos. Yeah. Give me Black Panther where he got Eternity's powers.
He did that?
Yeah. It's stupid. It's what you know what's the name? King Lion or something?
King Lion?
On TikTok?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude,
the black guy like, made like an anime about like black people getting like power and like not black people.
That's a different guy. You're talking about there's a guy that like
who's King Lion?
I just know him because he always starts beef with people.
Yes, and he like cock rides Black Panther hard.
Yeah, he's like Black Panther's the best all time.
He's like Black Panther solo is everyone, and it's the main comic he always uses is that one comic where Black Panther got Eternity's powers, and he's like, "What's Goku doing against this?" or something. I'm just like, all right, bro, we get it. You like Black Panther, bro.
I just know because he always like, yes, he cock rides Black Panther, but he always starts beef with someone else. Like he'll like target someone like, hey, you're wrong because Black Panther solos.
No, I know this.
It's like.
I know this guy. Yeah, he wrote an anime, or I think he's writing anime or manga. And like the more darker your complexion is, the stronger you are.
Okay, that's a different one. I think you're talking. I thought you were talking about the guy.
I don't think he is. I think
no, he is.
No. The one you're thinking of, I think, is the same one I'm thinking. Where the guy he writes all his characters to be black, and then they were like, "Why do you do that?" He's like, "Because I'm black. I grew up reading comics about white."
Yeah, I think so. And
that's a different guy.
He's talked about how he's getting into Shonen Jump.
Yeah, that's a different guy. That's a different storyline. Devin's talking about a different one.
Talking about this guy? Yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, I hate this guy. This guy's annoying.
He's annoying. He just cock rides Black Panther.
And then there's like another black guy. He's like always in a dojo.
I wouldn't say I hate King Lion, but
he's just annoying. Like
sometimes
he's annoying.
Sometimes he's kind of cool.
I can't think of his name.
I mean, he can be. I just like the videos I see since back in early TikTok. I was in the I was in the early power scaling phase. So like I saw like him. There's like black guy who paced back around like in a dojo. He had like a
Comics Explained. Yeah. That guy.
Yeah, and they always like went back and forth.
Yeah, weird. Because Comic Explained like hates Batman cockriders.
Yeah. So he did everything in his power to always like lowball him.
Yeah.
That shit was toxic.
Anyways, how did we get there? Oh yeah, long tangent from the Marvel thing. But yeah, like Phase 4 did fall off because I think everything became formulaic, and there's like, let's just make story. I feel like what they did is they listened to the wrong criticism of Marvel. A lot of people in Marvel were like, I don't like that I have to watch everything and everything's connected. And they heard that and they were like, okay, let's make everything not connected then. So everything in Phase 4 didn't feel connected.
MCU.
Yeah, like the whole point. That's what everyone loved about MCU. And I think in that situation, they listened to the wrong criticism. There's sometimes where the criticisms are not right. Just don't listen to those. The people who say your universe is too connected and it's confusing because they have to watch everything, oh well, they don't watch Marvel then.
But it kind of
not for you.
It kind of fits the theme. It's the multiverse.
Yeah, that's,
you know, there's all these different properties. They can do whatever they want.
It's not even multiverse. It's just the fact that they live in the same universe. Why would they not be connected?
True.
It makes no sense for them to not.
Near Iron Man, so of course they would know each other.
Yeah, like it'd be even more dumb if I'm watching like the Avengers in New York and then like not the Avengers. Like if I'm watching Iron Man in New York and he doesn't talk about the Avengers at all. Like they're all there, but they just don't get referenced. It'd be so dumb.
I mean, for the most part, I'm trying to think. Well, like the only show that wasn't connected was like Moon Knight.
No, they're in Phase 4. They're like all like Multiverse of Madness. No one else is brought up. Obviously, Wanda is there, but like Wanda's the only one who's brought up. Spider-Man: No Way Home, just Doctor Strange. No one else. Like, and it's not necessarily that there's not crossovers. It's like nothing like they don't ever reference anything that happens in another movie except for No Way Home and like Doctor Strange. The only movies that are referenced with each other. No one referenced the giant celestial that's in the ocean from Eternals. Yeah, no one even talking about that. That should be like ruining the like.
Yeah, I didn't watch Eternals. I didn't even know about that. So.
That should be like ruining something with the world. The fact that he's just coming out of the Earth's core should like ruin something about Earth. It shouldn't be right.
Yeah.
And no one's referenced that, which kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess that is weird.
And the fact that like the Eternal, I don't know, the whole explanation of why the Eternals don't do anything is really stupid, especially because like at the heart of it, Thanos is a deviant, so like they should have intervened, but it's a whole thing.
What's the explanation why they don't do anything? Is they don't want to?
No, they said they don't intervene with human conflict unless it's deviant related. But Thanos is a deviant. So they should have intervened, but they don't. I guess that can just be going down to like MCU changed Thanos. He's not a deviant, but
yeah, he's like no longer like a Eternal.
Yeah,
that's what he is, right? Eternal.
Even though Arrow said he's Thanos' brother, so that means they're kind of keeping the same.
Oh yeah, he literally is a deviant.
Yeah, so it means they are kind of keeping his story intact, but they just like pick and choose what they want to have and what don't have.
Yeah, that's weird. But
what else was in like Black Widow was just a prequel that had no effect on anything, so like no one cared about Black Widow. It was also a bad story anyways. They ruined the beloved Taskmaster that everyone loved.
Yeah, that's the biggest head that I was hit with because I love Taskmaster.
Yeah. And as great as Shang-Chi was, Shang-Chi has no relation to anything yet. Like he's an introduction movie, so that's fine.
Yeah.
An introduction movie is fine.
They try to do the post, but that's about it.
Yeah, with
I mean, and they also try to do it in the middle when they showed like Abomination and Wong throwing the hands.
So like that's fine. That's like Shang-Chi's acceptable because it's an introduction movie, but stuff like Doctor Strange 2, Thor 4, like these aren't like these aren't introduction movies. These are like characters who are like well in the verse already, and they should be having more. They should have more crossover. Yeah, the
only crossover we know from Thor 4 is him leaving the Guardians. But you have to know that he was in the Guardians before.
But even then, when you think about it, like who would they cross over with? Because a lot of characters are either new or they're retired.
Well, that's the issue with their writing is they make it not connect. Like nothing has it.
Once the Infinity Saga ended, they like ended a bunch of people right there.
And they don't have any clear goal of what they're building up to. They're not building up to anything. In the original phase, they were clearly building up to Thanos for like pretty much off rip, like immediately with Loki in the first Avengers movie. Thanos is shown. Like
ever since they introduced like the concept of the Infinity Stones, like this is that build up.
Like off rip, they got to it. No, like they didn't waste their time. They like now it's like they're dilly dallying. It's like let's just introduce a bunch of characters.
That's why I said like build up. They should just. This is Galactus. This is what's happening, and then lead up into.
But that's why I
think there's something. You know what I mean?
Like, I think they're gonna hold on to Galactus for a minute. I think he's gonna be the next.
Well, I was just saying like. Introduce someone and then build up to
Kang. Make Kang your guy you're building up right now, because they can't do Doctor Doom because they can't oh no, that's the X-Men. They can't do X-Men stuff until 2025. But like I think they won't hold on to Doctor Doom. I think Doctor Doom might overlap with Galactus because Doctor Doom does have some cool storylines with Galactus in the comics, so they might do that. But like Kang is your guy. Just build off of Kang. Make Kang your main villain of the phase. Start him early. They like kind of showed him in Loki, but like Loki's a show, and Marvel themselves said they don't want you to have to watch the shows to get canon. So don't make him a show exclusive character. Make him like relevant in the main plot.
And somehow. I low-key think they will during Phase 5. I don't know. I'm in this weird place with Marvel where
he's the main villain of Ant-Man. So yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like they are, and I feel like they are. There is a reason why they're introducing all these characters. Like they're all gonna come
Secret
together.
Wars. It's the reason. Yeah, that's ultimately the reason. It's because they killed off a lot of beloved characters already. well, not by choice, but T'Challa's now dead. Steve Rogers is dead. Tony Stark is dead.
Yeah.
So they need to build up a new cast of beloved characters. So yeah, they introduced a bunch of people, but like at the end of the day, they can still build up a villain while introducing people.
True.
Exactly.
They could. But
Like think about Endgame. Look how many new people were in Endgame, and we still loved it. We still love Spider-Man. Spider-Man wasn't introduced till like what 2015 or
yeah,
something
Civil
coming out?
War.
Or Civil War, yeah, 2015.
Yeah.
It's like it's fine. You can introduce a character and also be building up to a saga. It's something you can do. And for the most part, the Avengers right now have their like core. They have Doctor Strange as like their lock, right? He's their leader most
Yeah.
likely. You know, because like Iron Man and Cap are gone, so you're gonna have Falcon, and I guess Cap's not gone. Steve is gone. You're gonna have Falcon and Doctor Strange as like your new Tony Stark and Steve Rogers thing.
With the Black Panther movie, you know, they have an Iron Man now. It's Ironheart.
Yeah. Well, I think T'Challa would have been that leader role had he not had Chadwick Boseman not died. Of course, he would have definitely, because he's a natural born leader, right? Obviously,
he's the leader of a whole nation.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate that he had to pass because there's so many good Black Panther storylines that could have been done.
I did see something,
especially
like,
in Secret Wars.
People were like theorizing that they might bring back Michael B. Jordan. Like,
Yeah,
as like it's a different
he
variant.
could recast him.
So it's like he's Black Panther. He is T'Challa, but he's like a different universe
From a
as
different
T'Challa.
universe, yeah.
Which
they could do that with Secret
could make
Wars.
sense, but it's kind of like, I don't want to say ass pull, but it's like,
yeah,
it makes sense. It does make sense. Like, the way
also-
it's-
I still want Shuri to be. I mean, not.
I don't want Shuri to be it either. It's not because like she's a woman. It's just like in the comics I didn't like Shuri being Black Panther. It was like I don't know. I never liked it.
It doesn't make sense because the king should be the Black Panther. Like, why my boy M'Baku like Black Panther, bruh?
Well, and Baku doesn't want to be the king of it.
Is he not the king? I thought that.
What do you mean?
Who's the leader right now of Wakanda?
In the movies?
Yeah, right now.
Probably the queen.
I thought it was M'Baku.
No, it's weird.
And Baku doesn't want to.
At
join.
least from like the Wakanda Forever
M'Baku
trailer.
allies with Wakanda.
Yeah,
but
I
he's
know
not-
that, but I
he
thought
owns his tribe. He doesn't want to be a part of Wakanda.
Yeah,
But it
but I
looks
thought
like
ever
from
since the
the-
conflict, I thought they like all like.
No, he helps them. He doesn't. He's not a. Part
That's
of
it, because
them
that's like
now.
a world threat, so he would step in to.
Yeah,
I
like,
thought ever
until,
since
for
they
Infinity
all
War.
came together, but I mean,
No, but like from
No, like
from
and
the
Baku
trailer,
respects him, but like he's not gonna
Yeah, I know
like
that.
join.
from the trailer of Wakanda Forever, it looks like the queen is the
and
head
is
of the
the head
nation.
of it. Yeah.
Because like everything kind of like action-wise, everything revolves around her doing something.
Yeah.
Not saying she's gonna be Black Panther, but it's like she's the leader of Wakanda.
Like she's the leader of the country.
Exactly.
Since T'Challa died.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But I wouldn't-
Black Panther 2 is something I'm curious to, because that's I guess it's also Phase 4.
I wouldn't be opposed to Michael B. Jordan coming in.
I mean,
he's a good actor.
Either. It just depends. Well, obviously, yeah.
They have to
it
do
just
it
depends
right.
on. It depends on how he's introduced. It has to be done right.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the trailers for the newest movie, so.
Who, Michael B. Jordan?
Is he? I didn't see him.
I didn't see him. I think you're tripping, bro.
I think just tripping.
There's like theories because there's people saying one of the background shots of Shuri looks like the ancestral plane, and they're like, this could be her going to resurrect Michael B. Jordan because he's dead.
Could have sworn. No,
Well, actually,
they
I got-
definitely do show him.
I got in an argument with someone. They said that he wasn't dead. They're like, he
Yeah.
fell off the cliff. We didn't see the body. I'm like,
What?
don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do like the.
He didn't fall off the cliff.
He was in the ocean.
Well, yeah,
He
like-
was,
No, because he died in T'Challa's arms, and he said, "Bury me in the ocean like my brothers." When they knew death was better than bondage.
Anyways, he was saying we didn't see like a dead body.
yeah,
man, the nigga was he was carrying the dead body. I guess I don't know.
no, he's definitely not in Black Panther trailer. No shot, Deven.
Huh? I
Go
don't,
and find it. He's not in
I
there.
don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. I'm just watching it just to watch, but y'all can keep talking. But yeah, I would be kind of weird since like the whole point of Killmonger's story when he died, it was impactful. So
Yeah.
they would have to do it right.
Yeah,
if
that's
they
what I'm
do bring
saying.
him
Like, it
back.
has to be done right. Like the whole theory I saw of like Shuri going into the ancestral plane to bring back Michael B. Jordan because like T'Challa died, and then everyone was like, if she's doing that, why doesn't she just go get T'Challa? And then they were like, T'Challa said no. T'Challa said don't
Like,
bring
I
him
don't
back.
think-
People
Don't do that.
Bozeman's not alive, so why would we try to bring T'Challa back? Like, just lead into something else.
Well, like they're saying, like to make it make sense though, is why would she go there to get Michael B. Jordan, but not? I'm
Yeah.
saying Michael B. Jordan. Why would they get Killmonger, but not
Michael
get
B.
T'Challa?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
T'Challa.
Like thematically, obviously we know why they can't do it, but like why in story are they not doing it?
It's like because I said so. Like
That's not a good explanation, Tyler. Because I said.
cares?
Man, I
That's-
care.
Yes, I want a cohesive story. So I don't want them to like, we do it because we want to.
Man, I want my shit to make sense.
Yeah, I want a cohesive story. I want everything to like. I hate the argument of there's flying robots and purple aliens. Now you want logic? There's always been a sense of reality, and you can't. I don't like the argument of it's fantasy, therefore it doesn't have to be like nothing has to make sense. No, things can still make sense, which is why I hate the Star Wars fandom, because they're always like that. They're always like our show doesn't have to have consistencies. It doesn't matter. Our series is based in like a fantasy where we have lightsabers and laser guns. Who cares if stuff's connected? Yeah, I knew you were wrong.
I guess I was like, I don't know. For some reason, I just remember the scene where he was like walking down, and I don't know if I just saw something.
You're actually bugging. He's not there.
I guess I did just see a theory, and I just forgot.
We do have Ironheart and Namor in there, though.
Yeah, I was with my parents. I do not care about Namor. I mean, he's cool. He's a cool storyline, but I don't care about the Ziggurat.
I gotta agree.
I do not care about.
I wanted to disagree, but I was like, every comic line I think of Namor, he's okay.
I mean, he's an Illuminati, cool. I guess. I mean, he doesn't.
He's an important role in the MCU, but like, I'm not sitting there like shooting for Namor.
Yeah, he's definitely an important character. I just don't care about him.
I'm not sitting here like, man, if only Marvel made a Namor movie, bro. It would go dummy.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for the first mutant.
But no. Ironheart's pretty cool. I want to see what they're gonna do with Ironheart, because I know Ironheart's supposed to like lead into making Armor Wars. So, and apparently John Bernthal is coming back as Punisher. So.
I heard that, yeah. But Marvel's an interesting place where I saw a bad part of them, so I want to see like them like redeem themselves.
I want to see them come back.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Marvel.
Yeah.
Like I want to believe that they can do better.
I think a lot of people have said that after Endgame, Marvel felt they didn't have to try anymore. And I hope that's not the case. I hope they do try and redeem themselves and just not just say, oh, you guys are going to watch our movie anyway, so let's just do whatever.
I think that's like what you said, though, is that in Phase 4, they didn't have connections. It was just like a movie, whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
As much content as they can push
out.
As
they can push out. And they were just like, you're going to watch it regardless, so let's just push it out.
Yeah, and
you can make he's right behind me and isn't he a joke? And you're gonna watch it. Someone will laugh, not many, but someone will laugh at it. Like
there's gonna be the Jose's in the crowd who like think the most cringy jokes are the best.
Like someone's like banana.
But yeah, I hope it's not the case that Marvel's just become okay with the situation they're in. The content, that's the word. I hope they're not just content and just like whatever. We'll put out whatever and you guys will watch it. Like, I hope they still care about quality at the end of the day. Because if not, it's sad. I don't want to drop Marvel. I'm not going to drop it because I'm too deep into it.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, it's going to be a Ritter-girlfriend situation where I'm like, I'm not going to drop it. I'm too far in it. But like, I'm going to have to be disappointed. You're
going to dog it every time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to dog it. I'm going to have to like sit there and be like, yeah, Eddie, you see the new episode of Daredevil? Mid, bro. He really said you didn't see that coming?
You seriously didn't see that coming?
I really... Dude, me and Eddie are talking. If they say, if they make a joke about I didn't see that, we're actually turning off Daredevil, bro. We're not watching it. It's literally the Corey clip. I'm not watching this. Look. I pray they don't do that. If they do, it has to be classy because he does it in the comics, but like it's done well. Where it's like Electro made fun of the fact that he was blind, and Spider-Man didn't know it.
Yeah, the characters make fun of him being blind all the time, like Spider-Man, Deadpool. Like I know those characters make fun of it. I am intrigued since like apparently once it was on Netflix, you know, it was like graphic and like curse and stuff. So I'm actually curious like how Disney's take it.
They said it's gonna be TVMA, so which is what.
And so like, you know, hope for other properties that might do that.
Yeah, I hope acquiring Deadpool, because they said Deadpool is for sure gonna be rated R. I hope after acquiring Deadpool, and if Deadpool is successful, Disney realizes we should just start making rated R movies, because Deadpool 3 will be their first rated R movie. Disney has never made a rated R movie before,
which I'm excited for.
So I will hope that if Disney succeeds with Deadpool 3, if they keep the crew intact, it should still be fine. Right.
It just opens the doors to other
properties. It opens the door for
like
them
a good Punisher.
Let's do rated R. Yeah, a Punisher. I think they'd probably do a show before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a show.
One thing I did see with Deadpool, which I was pretty excited for, is what they could do for Deadpool 3 is a Deadpool kills the Fox universe. And I thought that idea would actually be really cool. Because it's like, it's his exit from the Fox into the main roster. He kills everyone in Fox. Like, that's actually such a good idea. I don't think Disney can do it, like, contractually. But if they could, that would be so cool. That would be the best way to end Deadpool's, like, trilogy, and then him being introduced into the MCU. Is him killing all the Fox characters. And also, like, that's the only proper way they can do Deadpool kills the universe and and make it make sense, because they can't do it now and just kill all the characters and then like reset time or something, or be like it was Deadpool's dream.
I mean, they
can because
like,
I think it works better if it's like he actually did it. It'd be cool,
because like in that storyline, the Deadpool that we follow isn't the 616 Deadpool, it's some random one, and then he runs into 616, and 616 is like you're bugging, and he kills that Deadpool. Yeah.
It'd be cool though if he did that, because then who does Fox own? He could kill Chris Evans as Human Torch. He could kill Michael B. Jordan as, I think, also Human Torch.
Oh yeah, true.
He could kill Miles Teller as Reed Richards. He could kill like the original Fantastic Four. He could kill the X-Men. Hugh Jackman can come back just to die.
I just want Hugh Jackman to come back in general.
It'd be interesting. I'm definitely hyped for that idea, but I don't think Marvel's gonna do it.
No, but it'll be cool though.
Because there's so many Deadpool comic lines they can do. There's so many they can pick from, and I hope Deadpool isn't a series that like isn't long run. I hope Deadpool goes for a long time.
Yeah, because you can like something with Deadpool is so fresh. Not even fresh, like his storylines don't have to be connected to anything. But at the same time, it could, and it just works. Like Deadpool's stories just work.
The thing I love about reading a Deadpool comic is he'll have, because almost every Deadpool comic has a crossover with someone, but they always make sense. Like he'll be like stumbling on the street, because I think there's this one comic where he had to kill this mercenary who was like killing cancer patients or something, and Deadpool was like, I'm gonna kill this guy. He was like on the street, and like some random guy got in the way, and he like killed the guy. And then Daredevil was like, what are you doing, bro? You're bugging. And Deadpool's like, I gotta catch this nigga who kills cancer patients. I'm bugging. He's bugging. And then Daredevil was like, you're lying. And he like, and then Deadpool was like, you can tell if I'm lying. Read my heart. Tell me I'm lying. And then like Daredevil like tied him up. He was like, you're telling the truth, but I can't just let you go. You're gonna kill people. He's like, fine. He like broke all his bones in his body and like escaped. It was so funny. Like it's like a small interaction with Daredevil, but it's just stuff like that. It's like he'll have a crossover and then move on to his story. I think that's what fits Deadpool the most. Just, oh yeah, you're there. Back to my story.
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it was Deadpool or Spider-Man, but there was Daredevil. And they just didn't know that nigga was blind.
The Spider-Man.
I think it was Spider-Man.
It's the one that I'm talking about.
That's the one you were talking about.
No, because Deadpool's not in the one I was referencing.
No, but he said he couldn't remember if it was Spider-Man or Daredevil. It was Spider-Man.
It was Spider-Man. You just didn't know that
Electro. Yeah, Electro figured out. I talked about this on the podcast.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Electro found out that Daredevil was blind, and he was like, "This nigga's blind, Spider-Man." Spider-Man was like, "Cap,
like, I know you're a villain."
Yeah, he was like, "You're telling me my homeboy who been jumping off rooftops with me is blind? And you're bugging."
Electro was like, "Yeah, tell him." And Daredevil's messing him. He's like, "No." Spider-Man's like, "No, don't say that. He's a villain. Don't talk to him.
Yeah, don't talk to him."
How dare you? Like, Spider-Man, I'm actually blind. He's like, what?
No, he didn't say that. What color's my suit? He tried to prove that he wasn't blind. He didn't admit it.
Oh, did he not?
No, it's because the way he was like disproving this, because Electro was like, yeah, prove it. What color am I wearing? And Daredevil was like sweating. He was like, ooh. It's like, this could be a good his name is Electro. He could be wearing blue.
I first guess would have been yellow, but yeah.
Yeah. It was funny though.
That's funny. But I'm excited.
Hopefully they do Deadpool right. If nothing else, do Deadpool right. Leave their crew alone. Let them do their own thing.
Into our movies.
Yeah, just let produce Deadpool. Like give them the money, but just let their crew run things. Because Deadpool 1 and 2 were fine. Like everyone loved both of the movies.
Ryan Reynolds has a way just getting his way. He's such a charismatic. He just gets his way.
I guess he got his director to make Deadpool 3 because he did Free Guy with Sean Levy, and they did Adam Project with Sean Levy, and he's like, if we're making Deadpool 3, he's coming with me, and they're like, okay,
makes sense.
I was watching. I think I watched an interview with for Free Guy because that's not owned by Disney or anything. He's like, how'd you get those Disney properties? He's like, I just asked. He was like, what? He's like, yeah, I just asked. I wanted the shield, I wanted a lightsaber.
I mean, crazy. I think it's also because they're like, Deadpool was becoming a part of MCU. They're like, let's give him what he wants. Yeah. I don't think necessarily he would have gotten that a couple of years ago.
Probably not, but
yeah, Ryan Reynolds does usually give.
He just gets what he wants.
I think it's a good note to end it. You want to end it up, Tyler? I don't think you've ever ended an episode.
No, he tried once and he bombed.
Oh yeah, he tried. He like said one thing. He was like, I think they're silencing our podcast.
No, I think it was about the murder, but whatever. Well, that concludes this episode of the JOWP podcast. Be sure to follow us on Anchor.
Oh, wait. Don't forget, this is the last day to vote for the Jowp Awards. Get excited, Deven.
I was gonna say that, though.
Oh, okay, but like, yeah. It's the last day for the awards. Make sure you get your votes in. If you're watching this day one, You gotta vote today. It ends at 11:59 today.
Vote. As soon as you see this on a Thursday pop open,
yeah, 11:59. It's over. You gotta do it.
Matter of fact, go watch the cartoon 3x3. Vote on the cartoon 3x3. Then go vote on the
the cartoon 3x3. That poll will last for a long time though. You're chilling.
But you might as well just go back and do both.
The award show. Come on, just do it. It's gonna be in this description as well. Make sure you vote. You got all these awards. You gotta vote for. Vote for your boy Gate. Hang on, let me turn the camera.
Don't do that.
Vote for your boy. Look at the work.
Hey, we already know we got biggest clown, we got biggest Chad. Like just
you really gotta put it Deven for biggest clown. We got the nigga Eduardo on here.
That's crazy.
Let's not forget that Eduardo exists.
It's been so long. It's been
it has been.
Does he exist?
It's been like a month.
Does he actually exist? Is he like we're in phase 3? Is he like phase 2? Like
phase 1?
Honestly, canonically, it'll have been. What's the last episode he's on? Anime episode 42.
It's gotta be, yeah.
10 episodes since they've seen Eduardo. I think. No, this one. He's mixed in between. But like one.
He doesn't talk though.
No, but he's there.
He's there.
Yeah, he's there.
They have not seen Eduardo in a minute.
It's been a minute.
Are y'all feeding for Eduardo? Who knows?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think you guys.
But if you are, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you're feeding for Eduardo, you can vote for him biggest Chad. We'll see.
Vote for him biggest Chad. We'll see the 2 votes, because if you vote, then Eduardo votes for himself. That's
we know Eduardo's voting for. We know how Eduardo.
We already know exactly how Eduardo works. He wants to skew the results in his favor.
Actually, I would say though, I think we all should vote too. Like, if you want to vote for yourself, you can. I mean, yeah, if you want to, you can. But like, there's other categories that aren't personal. Exactly. Like, there's other stuff you can vote for. I would like for everyone
like
in the
funniest
group
out of
as well.
Like,
yeah, I mean, and if you want to see more Eduardo, you can go ahead and watch him stream on Twitch at Jowp Gaming. Let's go. Multiversus. Let's go.
Yes, for the most important things, make sure you vote in the Jowp Awards poll. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We really need the interactions. It'll help boost the podcast. Now we got cameras, so let us know in the comments if you actually do enjoy the cameras, and if you want to see more stuff maybe outside of the podcast, just let us know. The comments are always open. We will read the comments and everything. But I think that's it.
Yeah, follow the TikTok, Spotify, and Anchor, obviously.
Spotify, Anchor, yeah. And we'll see you next time.